National Thanksgiving in the US.
24 no.
Yes, I think so.
You think so? Okay, not too sure about that.
American national. One was how much take.
I take it. Very important. Very important. Very important.
National Thanksgiving.
On this note today, Yamamu ina kwa bakese pa. And from Oyerepa TV so send and there. Monday morning, 24th of November, 2025. Of course, you made the Oyerepa breakfast time. That is OBT. Now, and I pay Ebusia for Forestry Commission for no fight galamsey. Almost in front of my penny in him. Omunko no wudodo. Omu prepra. You know why? Because omu need protective gears. One. In fact, the Pia, almost say, a pona mo galamsey wrong. A year in branch on galamsey. Omu was special bodyguard. Spiritual no my 45. Ubo mutu no kwenko.
Aye. Meti se minu abema na ka ho asem. Nana bosom pra.
Exactly.
Aye.
Ubo mutu kwenko.
Wo de aduro.
Omo de aduro.
Yeah.
Ubo mutu kwenko.
Wadi tu aduro, wadi sikan aduro.
Wadi sikan aduro, wadi tu aduro.
Wo to bono na enko.
Exactly.
To bo wa, wo ni aduro.
Exactly. It's you know, say omo to bo eye galamsey for na say enko a. Omo to bo eye Forestry Commission for na eko. I say in fact at some point in time omo do we nya edin. In the command, like I said, run for your life. Yeah. Because in branch by 16, or so me by 30. Almost 2 bullets na bounce. Na bounce. No more bow.
That's what
I say almost 2 bullets in a asa. And I command and say, hey, run for your life. How can this be in Ghana? Run for your life.
Ya jeja ya ho amasemo ya fire.
Oh, a fire scene. There be a fire scene. Ya fire scene.
Mensa ya sa amasa ye no.
Sa pepe.
Ya jeja ya ho.
Sa pepe. A fire scene.
Any da ho a yintumi nka ne de wada. Ye de wada. Sika ye benya de ahye ye botom nti. Mesi ye tira be kakra mo mema no mo yire no nyino be fia.
Oma beje galamsey fo
ba. Wo no de to na si so. Wo kwesi se ya wo bansere na wasene ya wo nie.
Mini para kwa mini bi.
Wadura no nyankopon.
No.
Enti de ono adi aduru a o feel say ne ho adin a obetime ne wa be struggle no ade a ye wo de obetime de takachi agi.
Oh yeah.
It will get to a time me so be free room abefie.
Of course.
Abefefie ni o
you are right. You are right. It's you know
no man ko read between the lines.
It's very possible.
The way empanyfo ikubu wo helicopter mu na me feel say the show bo any I am she be dealing with this issue. But still now you deal with the issues. And asem no wo hwa na no adane abefie. Say no one asem na yakwa copy ni say.
Oh, of course.
Ekeka koi.
Of course.
Me say nana bosom pride.
Of course.
Nana bosom pem say. Omudi aduro and
Mijidi. Oh, of course. I mean, many soldiers for be come on na kind of precisely. Boys no come. I say in fact some of the soldiers I spoke to, I'm say sometimes I won't say kofobu they are almost shrine. E wo pon mu. Exactly. Almost shrine. E wo pon mu. Exactly. Bosom aba. It's you know, e ho na mu media o. Oma titi bro. It's you know, one more ho ban.
Wo for say national security nim dia na ade.
And to the extent that almost second the bulletproof vest kind of yes.
And the problem am wo.
Problem the bulletproof vest.
Ghana ha ministers itna ka say papam. Na de oye adwuma hu ane nkwa eda line so no. Ono so agya ne sa na ode nam. Hwe ka sakase a ye mpanyimfo titimu. Na de okoku galamsey ti pick up to. What pick up to? Pick up so kura nhye dan ko yie biasa. Enti de otai wire mu a wo de ka ni twamu no. Opetini to kakra bi a si so a wo beko. Na the minister mimi hu ne se obi na obekwa tata minister for any.
No go car papa.
No take car papa.
Well Ghana security in there yeah.
No de koba. Na de o protecting anymore no. Oni bamba. Ebedu ba bi yenye nipa ma ne nya adwuma ne bi mu. Me no tie enso sa adwuma ne ntime nya.
Yeah.
Galamsey fo be firi wire ma be fie.
Abafafie
ni o ma sa de akọ wire.
Ayo. Is there a promise and can tell my penny His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Say ma mo bulletproof vest. O de enya hwekra na o de ye ma mo bi. No mo ni bi. In fact, e bi ma to to mo de.
So for life.
Yes, they've bought for themselves, but also minor. Provided at the moment.
Police for say bulletproof a bulletproof jacket. Maybe I person ya any so. And no man I can ya kese. But the SCA yan say achieve Sadia no, and also your Germany at the bulletproof saying jacket. We say I say a gun intimate Thomas, I police for bulletproof vest. I go to presser. Say What they do a dressing nipa bi kura me donate bia.
Oh, they can donate.
1 week from me ekusi be na.
Of course they can donate. I think they can donate. Yeah, they can donate. They can donate.
Ye jeja e won so nyemienu.
There be e ba ko pe ko
kwa. So the nipa nyi bi na kan e wo say etu to na wote a na nya woni ku.
Sa pepe. One time dia. E boy no ana ko.
Obeti ani say e boy wa na ko.
One time pa na.
Na wote ye dia nya one boy. Na etu a de be ku no e boy wonte.
Exactly.
Kwesi me say problem ba kwa no pe.
Mitiwa.
Wo say enkware wie school national service afia say. Wo fa see de ye de ne to PRC.
Okay.
Kumasi office.
Okay.
Emma wo konkran akoye hu nyoma nyina awie a ye twen say date no nka last week na ani masama ato me nso ti ama mani so aye hyehye kakra. Oh why you say you releasing no say obi e de ne baba. Enti you releasing no so onu nkope bi wo magi ne release letter am ya issue letter ne de ama no. E say onu nkope ba bi foforo na obi de ne ba. E de aba bishim.
Omuka je so obi de ne baba bishim.
Oh of course. So be replacing no. Me nipa na my investigation ne dey ne dey me mo ne wa ha proprietor meka ama mpanyimfo ni bi de ne wo fa ase aba a wo ye bema e de na be replacing nti so bema ne oba ya de che so oba ye vulnerable nti yama ne so onko no nko pe baby say so almost the whole thing is done.
Oh I mean why
na ya obetro e de akobia na obi ase wa close ne dey.
Oh yeah by now
so betene fia na
right now
and I say
I don't know me share that information I don't know.
Enti say ni ye kono de a ene na be ye den wo awuni mo bi ni mo mu a obi na emom say woni pakro no wo issue with wo fa ase bia na wunu bi ba obi nka say mo awunu ya but ye wa de to e ma obi nko wie nwie e na wo tumi a wo nti wakopamu nipa no e de wo fa ase abehye ho.
I think I said national service from penny for the bidding come.
Me ne ye nua be me yakasa and I will follow it up.
Okay.
So me can we ni pakro. I will follow it up. Yes, I just what tenefia.
I mean, yes, you there is always a place somewhere. There is a vacancy somewhere. There's a vacancy. Na do na mo kwa especially the government offices no. We be na kwata mo nya hwe amuna so mo tete work here. So I think there will be a place for that. You follow that. About because of my pressure.
I have a lot to deal with.
Exactly.
Situation me wo sisi and me sha danye happy bi asa.
Exactly.
You managing with life.
This one quite unfortunate. But anyway, it was a bit to us so now send a year kind we follow up the issue no now ya catch national service for say most mo research some of these things you know and some more research and more researching
national service for na delay we na ba office ho na ye dey
office ho no
national service no
office ho no okay so the issue is with the office no okay
Mr. Donko Fuseni ama wa mama assurance so be hwede obi but I bad say enya me nim Fuseni na Fuseni eye me nua be ma de what no be so woni mo bi no
obefani sa
Kwesi
unfortunately that's the kind of a man we live in but anyway it is not the best after 68 years so this thing should be a thing of the past but hey you have for me to be sure bedin any Kwesi Parker Wilson no pay me name ba
Kwesi do a ebusafo yema munyina chima makwata e de ba wo bi ti ne so komo ketenkete ne de afemu no ye de message of motivation beba whether ne forex news beba newspaper headlines in review ka ho Ghana to say sports ene ne keke ka ho nyina ye de beba health and lifestyle na fe de agenda ne so ato am so ene eye em say 24th November
yeah 24th
I said ye kan ye da munyina se akabo so me ene be na wotwe bi pe na ye de afe no we 5 weeks exactly na ye we the year 2025 onyankopon ya de onyame ya de ye da sipi nti ye mamu nyina akwa ba se no pe
okay James Afo quickly no pay mama ye kodan go fire message of motivation which is always brought to you by Bosheba Electricals. You don't concentrate on risk, you concentrate on results. No risk is too great to prevent the necessary job from getting done. say you do not concentrate on risk or difficulties, rather concentrate on the result. No risk is too great to prevent the necessary job from getting it done.
Chuck Eager, or ye Sojani America Sojani Dada, also Jamai, or ye Brigadier General Charles Elwood Eager. Na Chuck ne de say na hotedin say the era kofi wayo so yetimi friend Chuck no ebino na Brigadier General Charles Eager na oye United States Air Force officer oye flying ace oye record setting test pilot ya October 1947 emu eba na wagidin papa wo ni 13th February 1923 e West Virginia eno 7th December 2020 Los Angeles, that Ghana to aba the year 2020 no.
Oh, okay.
And free mo Los Angeles, United States. Na Chuck Eager ono Myra West Virginia, United States said the Messiah kanema Michael Susan Dawn and Sharon and na area Victoria Scott. Na papa ko War College AWC America. The so jemu any Air Force adwuma de wa bi mu papa. Na sma no pe wo se emfantu ye hofo ene se wiase ayetie yi emfomso no ha obeba den so anya no na wo se ode wadwen sisu bebre na mofo wadwene efesin sunsuanso a ade kura wo pesa wo ye no wo benya results ai bebe ye papa no eno na ma wadwene enkoso na bibie ni wiase a ebetimi esu kwan ade a pesa wo ye no ntimenye bibie ni wo esese esu kwan bibia wo ye bia mfa bibi nyi wo ho ano na mom hwese wo beye na wenya results wo di sisi wo kwan na mekwa fuom na wa begina wiem na wo hwe wiem na de asa wiem nso ani wo fom wo ya weather forecaster ko wiram na ko peduane fa brafie kwadwuma wo da idi mu anwuno na de awia na bododo mintimi de awia bo a mintimi mfam me fa wiem ana me ho keka me emfa nsem nyi wo ho ano yera Chuck Eager asem o se enka nche no wo de asem yi wo ho ano dia all the time no wo benya bibi agina so ti a wa anya bibi na mum emfa asem yi wo ho ano per results no na eye ho adwuma we na sa kwesi nsa be ka de o pese o ka na mum wo de asem yi wo ho ano dia betena ABC mu sa nya de abekọ wanim da
shabe pepe njimsa for and I'll pay that message of motivation for you this Monday morning quickly you can check your word for the next 24 hours. For we share the current situation 19% chance of rain here in Ashanti region, 30% chance of rain. I will get to Accra. Ni na chese area no bebo ti mo so that is the weather update for the next 24 hours. Dollar no sisi no pressure no so more because you could bronya. There's a lot of pressure on the dollar. And on the pay yen share Ghana cedi no against the dollar and the other major trading currencies.
Yes, some no pressure basso said the Kwesi can, but dollar no still na city is doing well. We shall be a kujana and 11 cities. I call any more
about 11 in Prussia 11 yeah.
So 1144 be so. Pound sterling no drew 14.5 any a chiri kakra gu so. Euro drew 12.79 tebeko 13 anesa. Canadian dollar ninam 7.8 and a Chinese RMB no nam 1.56 and a kakra kapren kapre bi egugu achiri nti mo a akabo so me pani edi bronya mo no manya maaye ana so se mo bekọ kwa so ba ku bia befamu ansana ye de afina kwawiye no ba bi esika na ho odin gina according to Bank of Ghana we exchange rate in interbank rates and o de amaye no nti yeso ya kan bi de amamo nti anopai adjustment bi a wo se wo ye transfers bi a wo se wo ye ananso so se bibi a wo koto ene sika bi a wo sesa e de ato baabi no baabi a sika na ho odin gyina na ye ne mo ache ye de besi ho ye wie no se yi ya na ye pagudie mu nsam atie sports circles ni nyina mu field events ahodo track events ahodo ene ne wo baabi a Ghana ene wiase abo ni nyina no anope ya baba yisa e de eba yintwa ye ho nkomra ye koba sports news is up next.
So no, a good evening, some chefa or breakfast time no anopa bia ye de ba a breakfast sports na en no pay a dozen de dise fata soshe na utie na ye de esum was sports lawyer near the only sports lawyer in Ghana football. Ghana Premier League match day 11 say and results no ekoye Midiama etnafie ewo TNA Stadium Omani Bechem United nene on Saturday afe Karela United Eshemiensa Baseke Holy Stars ewo Aliu Muhammad Sports Stadium Omutimu mienu special Sunday no Dreams FC ewo University of Ghana Sports Stadium Swedro All Blacks Ekoshom Ekamiensa Wamutimu mienu Hoho United ewo Hoho United Stadium no Omoshe bako ema 11 Wonders eshe bako Vision FC Eshemienu Heart of Lions Eshemienu ewo ni ajay Kraku the second sports complex Doma Ediana Stars now Ediana FC etifie ewo Nana Adjumam Bedu the first park Eshemiensam Emma Brekum Chelsea ete Academy Bako Nations FC ewo Dr. Kwame Chei Sports Complex Omushemienu Emma Go Stars FC Antimi Ante Academy Younger Apostles Ewa Wenchi Sports Stadium Omanshebe Hato Folk Antimi Anshebe FC Summertest 1996 Ewa Nsenche Sports Arena Wamania Sante Kotoko Ebo Nenil Way any games are it told you week 11 na yebesha highlights of the week 11 notable games nearby yebeto aso. Na Yanko Kumase Asante Kotoko any Summertest game no after the game and a Christopher Enin we coach Emma FC Summertest 1996 then some say Enra hard luck Ekuntiano when you luck in the game Oye and Abdul Karim Zito Kabute at the to just say two teams na omo promo say ombeshe go nina can be and a game we the coin.
When you look at both teams, we were not even patient to build up. We were all trying to go to score. We were in hurry to go and score. So it caused all seasons spoiling a lot of chances, but seriously, it stand the test of time. That it's a big match, and it was a very tough match for both teams. Yes, coming here to play summer test is so easy. You can do everything with summer test outside summer boy, but not in their town here. So I know it will be very tough for us, but I also urge my boys to be very tough, and they make sure that at least if we don't win, we come out unscattered. With the same attitude of winning. I didn't come here to defend. I come here to win. It is only when you look at the situations that you apply both.
Thank you very much. Not really. I may put it that is hard luck. That's what I think I need to say to the boys. If we have to go through theory to the board, but we are doing all that we can at least for the goals to start coming. But still, it seems we are struggling a little bit. So I think we still have a long way to go. Well, it's 4-3, but it got to a point the joint attack, because we want to add more numbers up front, and then the Wadramani. And I think the Wadramani injury also slightly affects us, because that was where we begin to push more pressure. Yes, Latif.
Now from Ghana Premier League, Yanko English Premier League, North London Derby, Arsenal, Eshe Enai, Emma Tottenham Spurs, Ete Academy, Bako, Onimse, Ebreti Eze, goes in the Autoton, Tranabe Bray, Mensa and Anensa Ekaye, Richarlison Di Andrade, Point of Far, so Pega Bobby, Erete Canbacron Nefe, Ningnamo Antenta Man City in the week, Amonso. Elusuye to Newcastle United 2-1 and eton Burnley etifie ema Chelsea ekoshom ekamino a womo entimi anti ekeremo bie se de obi eka wansem e de todwa ewo Anfield emra Nottingham Forest coach Liverpool ebon ekamiensa Liverpool entimi anti ekeremo bi ewo Anfield. Here's the highlights of the games.
Marino.
Try to lob right. That's Brassard. Good first touch. Plays it inside. Eza on for the hat-trick.
This one, a right-footed strike, takes it out of his body.
Here, Marco Correa, and he's kept hold of it well. Gittins clipping it. Neta. Marquis trying to finish it here. Pulls it back.
Anderson to take. It's only half away. Oh, it's a brilliant finish. That's towards Igor Jesus, and it's 2. It is a cross from Soboslai, and it's McAllister. Oh, he's got a little turn, and what a chance to make it 2. Here's Hutchison. Oh, this could end it. Great save by Allison. Gibbs wide.
Barnes round the corner. Comes back to Barnes. This game was never going to end. Doku up towards Haaland. Comes across to Sherky. Back in again. Hit by Diaz. City up. Back in by Hall. Vardiol tries to poke it away. Barnes keeps it alive. Murphy puts it in. Voltemada. Bruno Di Marias off the crossbar. And
from English Premier League, here comes Spanish Primera División Santander. That's the La Liga. Na Chabi Alonso no na bien sesto o coach by 04 Leverkusen ni sanse Enra Salesno de ba game no chese akwa no wan hwe amade de dwuma no ntimi nye na mfene ya zusu amade team no o Vinicius Frank Garcia as a winger Enra Eche ene Madrid able 2-2 Barcelona niema koye a return to the Spotify Camp Nou. Woman say Enai Athletic Club Bilbao and to be anti get fetifie Emma Atletico de Madrid Eshoma Ekabakwa. Woman so NTV anti cano. Here's the highlights of the games. Ewola Legado.
sublime move, which is ruled out for offside.
On the edge of the area, he chooses not to use him, finds instead Pedraza. Closed down by Antonio Sanchez, the cross to the back post, headed and part. Jan Virgili, and he finds space for the shot. He lays it off instead to Pablo Torre. He gives it to Costa. Costa does go for goal and finds the back of the net. Well, what a start we've had. Villarreal take the lead and Mallorca equalise almost immediately. Virgili, Pablo Torre combining, and Samu, and he's received the ball in the penalty area. This is dangerous for Villarreal. Can they turn it over the line? Yes, they can.
He's waved on now, Jene. And at the back post is Raspadori, and surely Baena with the shot.
Did really well now. They're mid-table, but still punching out to late.
Wonderful back heel for Febas, and it's found away. It's Jude Bellingham, and they found a way. Alvaro Rodriguez. Oh, and he's done. Nelson. Bellingham.
I will say that is all for sports. And I'll pay 9:30 sharp out to this sports. So in Shana Frida Kamina, here for and small sports. Alloy ne Kwesi Parker Wilson and this is a queer that Kenina. Oyerepa breakfast time no it was.
Ammunition to kill women and children enough.
I want akwaba eba Oyerepa breakfast time. So OBT ebra so say edido brakata empense mu ebeso mu. Me di na nama intifo me Kwesi Parker Wilson ene Kwesi Edwa ena eka bomu ede abremu. Ebusuya me mo ache o.
Yeah.
Na mi adom bibia ye de.
Kaka.
Enya
exactly. Nyamia na ye dan.
The latest janka in town.
Say
we
say both parents are not there.
Ba ko mo kwa na ye. Okay.
Both parents are not there.
Dada na mommy na akọ.
Ya no na Bible kan ya sem.
No. Ya
ni akunafo no.
Kafra what? E kwa de say wo fan say we mama nso nyini ye.
Asamu ameko cultural center say meko fa nyonkrofo na otweda.
Okay.
Na manisu director hwemia ekua na wo mpani mu wo ma me ewu video kwa no mo di 12 years later
exactly
for the
celebration of life celebration of life exactly a celebration of life
ya na mane ya no ne the fact that
it's true.
You know, I know how close you are with woman. We are close to no nothing. We be kofi ana.
One time then.
When the voice was assume. Why kwa wo down so na you
atete.
But unyame ne hene.
Yeah. Nyame o bibia be fine. Yeah. Yes, Shankrata na say with daily graphic truth and accuracy every day. And then I in summer na e ebo no na Estroha we check Ghana Mampani His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Na wotwe wie na o Ghana school. One ne ho kani Her Excellency the First Lady Lordina Dramani Mahama. No more Ghana school mu di 65th anniversary. And I said Ghana school 65 years. Omo se ho fa amom kopie mu e wase na Ghana school de ho na Mama Lordina Mahama eko school.
Ni kunkura so sa.
John Mahama also went to school there. Yeah, John Mahama went. No.
Ghana school.
Tamale Senior High School.
No. John Mahama called Ghana school.
Tamale Senior High School.
Yes.
But John Mahama do call.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, what kwesi aye. Also o chere na de kra National Service Day so we na.
So no wie wo han say na Lordina ba.
Okoba na say Lordina, Mama Lordina asonwe na o che na de woko. Eno asame okatai enim a o chechia school for ni bi akatai atwa hu enfoni e de aba. Construction of Tamale Water Project to begin next year. President Mahama story no P13. Jumedi na say na odoko 2 just Tamale Water Project no wo be say jumedi na say Afia eba be si me 2026. Reduce spare parts prices. Minister tells dealers. And also so spare parts and as a spare part omo ton no omayere bo no so say si no confirm say krampa nya de ombete so. Eno no watch say want so na esa emwakra ante ho asem kata yinim so mbete se omonte so edru ha na yebehu. Rubber industry hails decision to stop raw export and so pay 13 wakata yimu na fe graphic business Stanbic Bank breakfast meeting tomorrow and also so edwumede bia graphic any Stanbic Bank ya omode hye so and watch say nyame adoma echina omode be hye so stekua
India same fi Ghana secondary school kanisa na ne de na Ghana school what Tamale some 65th anniversary no obi ani ho a ompe say sitting president ye ni old student and say old boy in school ene ne yere enyina anti no arayi meme ndan de na me say Ghana nyina ni hwe Tamale na me anniversary ne ko kama pa wo pictures ni videos a ene nam socials ne so aye kama na Oliver Twist so de bi obi sabi bi foforo MC school ade a dynamism wom enyini ko nanim all the time nti ade a ne hia wo mo nra no eni bibi foforo be ka ho because we have time na president ye student wo ho no a ebi a population na e kakra bi ene ne nsu de nipa nyina ye dooso ene ni tie benti ye hu school ho mfaso a obi a ema ne ba ekobie nti ne o ma e hia wo mo bobo so ne de o matimi aye wo hokra dada no me gidi say it will go a long way I dem faso papa ebe school mo fra na mesre wo mo afasa opportunity we so na omo students ni challenge omo ho say enye ho na life be so omo de no fa president ne yere ene ebi kura other ministers bi ka ho na omo fa enye susudua na omo nyere omo ho na sky ne kura nye limit beyond the skies ewo ho omo nyere omo ho na ye we show all the best and a president nso kwan of us so tamale nso sem ayo how over 2-3 years ni aye ase aka ho asem ewo fie ha aye du ba bi kura taps nyina ne ma nyina ye connection ko fa ye wo mo ademu ene enoma esisi asin pipelines ni nyina a block ene wo how bebre omafo no na omudi ho a yaw pa na sabre wu a utie nsem ne report na fi ho ba na yera haruna na ejagu ni chem because na enso de ene kan ye be fu so de am se yi kan ya kran kan ye because me fi atena anya atete ye be fie pese wo be ko nsu aso wa pampam na wo di basin abana de abe flash toilet yin so to kura tu wankasa so be so nsu wa pampam na wo ba ya na wo di abe CCWC but do baby
o fon flash amenungu me
maningu kan ka de be pamu wo
e fon flash amenungu so ma amenungu
sanete edu sa ya na ya atete nti se abai so obehwe no wa ye hu bibia me di say ne kwan so no munye na nya once and for all na kamale for tete e won nsu sem na spare parts bo nso de minim se dealers ne beti asem we no mu de aye ya omo asem mu di gina so ane se dollar na omo di gina so a omo kofa ne omo ba eso tie no ene dollar so ate inflation about 8% so omo se enye sa na tie e big compressor artificial nti onkote so e ma ne nko reflect sika no a ye ka ho asem okurum no wa bra okoto aba no oye ha ebetimi abo ne ka nti ese akoye se oye esuro oye adwa no mu di obi kata na ni ba ko na ni ba ko eso tete ho ani nyina mu no for yen ya ye to spare parts ni binti omunya na sundwie mfamra eje spare parts fo nko nnua ne kura full staff aye to nyina wo se ne bo sote eso so ye hunu de ade no eko ene bo de wo ni season pa enso still na ntimi nhia boto nyina omunte so ne ntimi reflect na 8% inflation de we are say amanye economies a blossom we are say akese nyina no menya sure say bi kura de do 8% no nti Ghana nka ya achieve edu baby so still na yen wo for me ntimi nya feel no said it omun sesa na omunye bibi mfamfa ho de meka
tumi nhia boto.
In fact we are a bunch of dishonest people. We are a bunch of dishonest people in Denukrema Yankopon. And that is why I always get upset when some of these issues come up. Because last year by this time the cedi to a dollar was 17 Ghana cedis. Last year by this time. 1 year down the line the infano abochi 12 Ghana cedis. The whole year, the cedi has been ranging between 10 and 12 Ghana cedis. And Komborosa, it's 5 cedis at TF so as against last year. In Jokofa Nyoma in February. Are you telling me that we are in November? No, let's do the analysis. Jokofa Nyoma March and then in November. Are you telling me say ensign? I didn't say this matter. I raised it a few weeks ago. I raised this matter here because people were complaining, and the Kube crashed the ball. No, so Kube, come on, Kube, come on, Kube, no ball as well. Omoje rent in dollars. Ukraine, sebi, Omokano, some kind sign different. Then I 10. And American 10 to 12. Kube last year. Kube was around 8 cities or 9 cities. Last year around this time.
Kube in a dollar can.
We are just dishonest. You just say you're dishonest. That is it. Has nothing to do with that buying. Has nothing to do with you're dishonest.
Boys are discovered they be on one chest. Research they say the Kuben and the Bob Costro.
Well, but Debbie, no, I will never do that. Again, I would never do that. unless say that okay the scientific abase say yes I do means I mean say yeah I go school say obi to be cast in just like that and I'm fear I'm so trying to pay over the weekend akoto kube no aton keke yes I do come and say fear them no they no
obi to meet na
papa we do almost about 65 years we do almost about 65 years when when did you na
I can say send off party man
when did you na yelling
obi can na
65 about this 65
me do buy o ma me fa ko na so be kwa me ga kwa na esense
no today side say I think the FDA for no and our research people no and the science for no doctors for no also omoba no be
say why na kofa ba
because it's been a crazy now. You see, no one boys.
Ese kube for tanke.
I am going to get come.
O me ma kan trade so boy.
The boy. You know, say a man for Beckers and see say serious on my by now. Somebody would have spoken about this matter. But this is Ghana. This is Ghana. So far is
it was the Daily Guide, Ghana's favorite newspaper. It was so which are Sami Jemfi Emfoni about Penimpa or that Gold Board ano or say Ghana appointed Kimberley Process 2026. Vice chair, and also and want some
I appointed the vice chair.
Okay, I appointed the Ghana appointed Kimberley Process 2026 vice chair. Okay, until somebody appointed. Okay,
appointed Daily Guide Montroni. Next time Montroni,
Oman spelling ye.
To form also pay.
Appointed, ampa. Hey, va. Take your way, vow. We are vow, Papa. What you are suspects now? Now I vow. Now, Bogosu Prisia Mine, Supreme Court throws out application against Heath Gofields. And also pay 3 or Katai Emu. As some Cassia and a pay guide, Echahumfoni, Eddie Abba, Wakanwasem, which are Mammy. Irene Natoshi Ado, Nufoni, Eddie Abba, Ankani, District Assembly Common Fund, no opinion palm. Oda anu Kenneth Ghana's answer to unemployment Natoshi and also Kennedy Japan na oba abedi oman yenim anaso obedi oman so no wahwe se ejuma anyone mebunu enei omonum tramo any wi ne red no menye ejuma e masade ni na itumi akofam Nigerian fugitive arrested in Ghana for murder and so pieces el katai enim Nigeria ni a ono no the prison e won Nigeria otumi epie aba bedi oman mu Abe sure my mu acheso no edi boni we kum obi eno so enhu asem e wokratai enim says Sam Jonah is 10th Emmy Africa Ultimate Man now trewe ye what the 10th Emmy Africa Awards e share so na wo che say Owura Sam Jonah ene bema okonenim anase we huru edi nkan a ogina abrane Kwesi
the bema Sam Jemfi congratulations. Of course, I mean, the gold board is Sami Jeffy's gold board. So, if gold board has been nominated or appointed as the vice chair of the Kimberley processor, you must Sami Jeffy, congratulations over the weekend. And but I think he's in the UK, which to say the program.
Was it? Speech, I'm so program and pay.
Was it?
Oh, me so good Dubai. I'm so.
Na me ka say program na. Me ka Kimberley process there me so UK.
Yes, no me speech.
Yeah, the UK. So I'm say honor. I'm the appointment man. Say man congratulations. I think he's doing a good job with the gold board no. Kasa kaka na wo ho about say galamsey gold no motor. Into whether galamsey gold or no galamsey gold. In the not too distant future, also the traceability eba. Be a gold ni free ba. It's a guarantee good. And you guarantee good as well. They don't do the no basi ho. Na to shidi. Of course, I don't pay me no interview. I spoke to her yesterday about Kumasi. Obe campaign the ama Kennedy Japan. Na the point is say Kennedy as an individual. Why ye njuma bebre. It say o my Ghana. The governance nation is that we employ more people. If I even Ken himself. So only over 300 investors didn't come. As of president, as I investors in Ghana, she said in Juma, bank. So what China doing? Of course, it's up to delegates to go and decide. Yamia Duma, 31st January 2026, to determine whether it is Kere Japan, Baumia, or Brother Champon, any other individual. You know, so Kasa Ken and a year answer to unemployment. That's a yawa. So be there now, you be the unemployment so better. And as an NTR, into be trying to snapshot that too. Or what kind of mode as I'm not kind, say MVP ba be mo a
adwuma be bua ma bro for Afia
Broni exactly the bo kire no abaga na for unemployment no we should be twa to ho nto kire bi ni say Ken be president and say unemployment cost na ebisa na ato she say sister madam na wo ka say na be na adan na kosa iti me di eno ebeso and I think mama eku ato so
ka bi so so na
ya kan say Nigeria ni na wedi boni adwane abehye Ghana ekwan a ye biebie yapono ema awowo wurewure mu keke me na no say habat hu enu na video bi o say bibi ye nanansa na video bi o yi so ka free Nigeria o say mali abesi a obi yi ne nneoma VIP bus kakraka ni bi ina alaji fu ehihye omo ntade
e free Nigeria ba obi yi ni omo kwa hemfa
omo betina omo bagana omo nneoma omo asi a ye bie ka ni wo se ni boot ne hyase wo ye yi obi nneoma de ma no asema bibi sai so nti omo
kwa hemfa
because who nim baby a wo kwa wo fa nneoma mfi ko ton emfa ma ono ne ye de bi a ye nim oni boni a wo ba omo edi boni omo edwane yami ani na ho na obi a wedi boni ya chi no ni kromu a wedwane ati free aba be hye ha no onyaga na ni so obedi ni
boni
yama yani na ho papa eyesi ya chi no ne ya chi ba ko dodo sen na nso hye tokromu a yenhu ye omo nso di nsemo ne yami ani na ho ne security de emse nyoma eyi wiki wo Ghana enhye ye ho pa no ba ko ne security yami ani nkoso ena Ghana ni ordinary Ghana ni de ato na dwene mu onyame na ede mbabofo onyame na hwe ni paso sometimes in so one so uma we need that one out to niema yi a enioma mfi mpofiri mu man ko fa semu fama na na to chi asem yin so wakasa nso de yemframa wuti meka kire wadwen a obi ani ho a obechew anaso so be ye wo hwe nemum ekwan we a ode kana asem no say delegates na wo so oneomoka na omo tenase a na MPP for gini tum na omo de ne bana Ghana for pa no mo so ato abade ama no nti de meka si wa no
busia gina we so edi esi na happy birthday ama Ali Broni o wasokware mampon efri Frank na neje security officer na esi ama happy birthday nti Ali Broni o wasokware mampon Frank na neje o security officer o se ama happy birthday and so miss birthday me papa with this 75 years and Mr. Christian Kwabena Igan aka CK Igan anase nananketia and we 75 years yankopon kwakwa osada na ombo ho ban emaye na omba wonye mfie ni bi enka ho na yentumi mbehwe wo ye sene a wo hwe ye no nti happy 75th birthday to you we are saying a celebration by 75 kaya the diamond jubilee diamond a diamond jubilee 75 year diamond jubilee nti happy 75th birthday to you Mr. Christian Igan CK Igan anase nananketia yankopon show efro mayina ho yese yedo pa yankopon entine nim show na oma wa hoden ene nkwane bi enka ho na at least wundindu okay diamond ye 60th 75 odidi ne ye yipa nso momampo nti yankopon show da yedo na ontine nim show pa stay here wo birthday ni bi Kwesi Facebook for na nti so ejira we so na edi esi Kwesi do Ghana te sen na eto so diamond okay okay nti yakupon sister Kwia e de Ghana te sen eto so bi de na na ma intifo
abusuafo yemamu nyina chimamakwa ba edeba yen juma Ghana tesen eso anope baby ide yenkomo ne apakan akosie no eye Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology Ghana Cooperative Council GCC edi womo afidida ene cooperative kraye ka ehonsem enesen yesusa na bank bi ewo ho ede cooperative bank na ewo ho eka bank sa egugu na free system num ayente ho nkan ebio cooperative brofumu no eye se bataboa mo keka mo ho bomu na mo mu yedu na bibia mo betimi akopere edi yedie abrem ho na cooperative bill no ye de ato wa ya mpanyinfo hwese wo beka ho asem na adi mu emu nkomodie ene wonjumedi ahodo nyina COP Samuel Otinyako eye board chair ema Ghana Cooperative Council na ene woni yensem training gofredanim edi nkomo Ken University bra oba wo nhyiemu ma amane a efiri ho baaye efa Ghana Cooperative ene won komodie ho no sei na ekiri gu akoma so yenkohwe mra.
Say oh my Ghana we are seeing now near the International Cooperative Day no aka ho bi ama mpanyifo ahodo na HRS our sense accredited do na etimi ba Cooperative Act 1968 ya debu oman no omuchirem say eno eba ebebo ama cooperative organizations no etimi ade won ho a obenya mo akese a enam so be mo watimi abiebie nyuma na watratre nkwaben na my Ghana mabunu do na enso anya adwuma
asema mejina me Minister for Labor Jobs and Employment Honorable Dr. Rashid Pelpu anemu a me kan nyina etofabo edese cooperatives no ewo ho se adwumayefo nkabonku a ewo omanim a ye akuaku nkuma oboa ema eye akuafo apofofo wanga wasuasu ansanu nyuma a oboa efa nkrofo wa adwumam na ma won so nsatimi akowa no ewo nyuma a oye ho no ewo ho se sa cooperatives yi yebeboa ama nipadodo a won wo sa categories of employment organizations ni nyina no ebetimi afa nkrofo no no aye adwuma na ma sika aba nipa ebotom na aboa onso ma won dada setenemu nso atumi atumpon na ade ba kwa ehuni se emra ewo man mu a regulate cooperatives no Cooperative Act no aye emra bi a awo ache since 1968 na ebredru say new cooperative bill no eden sakrae ne nsesa kakra beba sa emra yi emu na ma akuafo ene artisans won a wasuasu anwuma meche carpenter fo ne apofofo no ekika ho nyina no agro processing ne ade fo nyina no won betimi enya emra bi a ebe gina ho ama enebre mu ade na etimi aboa ma wo nwuma yenso etimi akoso no eno ho asem na ye ka se ministry no ejina ho se obehwe with its right hand back, which is the Department of Cooperatives no ebehwe na ya yesa policy framework ifofro through the Parliament of Ghana na emra no ensakra etimi abem na ama won dwumadie as cooperatives no etimi akoso yi foka sem se banu suamia echese se ye kan hu bomu a yebetima ye neoma bebre a chen se ye be no ankrankre enu nyina ho botae ene cooperatives nkabomku a ye bekeka ye ho abom na ya boa enkane no na ye obibi a friend se enoboa enti bi a ukọ se bi ye nkurase a nipa be ensia enso enwotwe no aka ho abom ye maamenom na ade echi a onko baako afu no akwakodo ade echi a no okọ ofoforo so afu no akwakodo ni nyina na sa cooperative model ya ewo ho sesei sa ebeboaboa ankrankre eni enwuma ahodo ama sa enkabomu a ewo ho ema won no won betimi ede aboa ama afoforo nso a won so eka won ho no ehu betimi ahenhan won enti wohwe a ene kra no ye wo banks ahodo pi a won so aba ede won ho aba be hye cooperatives edwumadie nim a wo so asene ema on sika bosiane ade na cooperatives na nkasa so generate resources on their own enti ebia obehu anuanum bi a waka on ho aboma wo ye akuafo won do no nya sika kakra won timi jeje ebia 50 Ghana no aka bom no de akosie
se area seems opeso ye bibi na won ko na wo ya eturi bia na ho den and shada and so sa na se mo ye different na na mo kama ho den boma obon se na ejina te se prayer we back one is very easy so obe boom but in na boma into mbu na che se ahoden won kabom into all the various cooperatives na e Ghana ha no yakan ho abom under the Cooperative Council into a pesesa ahoden no eye kese se na be a betumi atumpon mo
me idua company me business kakra ebi a ye ba me okay e di enti se me mo be join mo
ne o mu se o e tere bi a won ko a wo ye wa de a wo be dwen se on fin edin but in the scheme of things I will react no bon say what I won't do baby into what do there ba me so me de ba obentin no ye nyina de ba na ye kese te esa class e ko jemwa e wo react dwaman so a omo hwe say ye number no doso ene ne ayetumi agada we won betumi ama sika mo afin so bia fide bia won ko a won tumi to enya wa adwuma no say ye cooperatives be 4 and 5 and nipa 10 ye carry ho boma ye betumi anya mboa na to sa fidie no na ye nyina ye yusu te sa o hwe wo ye bia afu combined harvesters tractors ne sanima ne boy din ye intenya dia obehwe bia small farmer bi hwe ne mantwe bi ontumi to but say cambo na bia community ne be 30 40 a ye nyina etumi kan ho boma ye betumi ato na ye yusu ene de ye we de o chana ye we de to no sa no bon say ndoba no be bebre e ba bebre so ye ton e benya mosika na ye say community no kwa na e ko na etumpo
areba ko to see your customers na o share partners do be some work of existing cooperatives na o more money no san join we just say more and say they be the government NGO or other stakeholders.
In fact I bind there no so my and so say mrana regulated cooperatives 1968 mra 1968 say do e fie aduonum onson we are seeing into cooperative system no so edimrika oko America Europe Asia omo dimrika pa Kenya kra omo very modern law etuma cooperative no tumpo it is our law meaning say our minister abam obo modern say next year no be pass ya man so mutumi pass man ya ebebo aye nyina because they say we should cooperative law no e wo mu no year about cocoa farms back then. But they say your financial cooperatives, your service cooperatives, your other agri cooperatives. Oh, until now, no, no more to work. But Osha Mbrano and Kava, until Pembrano are buying betumi a modernizing a mine. A buying no maya, bedana sipa.
Final words. I put you going to remember the youth and I say. Individual companies you see with many members of the Ghana Cooperative Council.
Medasipa, unse youth no all start ya brabaya na sikasem na de no edin kakra. But say we were 5 cities, more 10 cities, we were 20 cities. Yeah, the campo man, you betum de akobank, akoje friends and moi, and now betum de credit union. We a group you to me mamusa mo already here. I feel other organizations so more mbeka cooperatives no and faso de bebre wo cooperatives no mo betumi they are more business no cry better. It is good say individuals, especially the young people, those who want to go into farming. No more person more here, kuya ebia more dressmakers, more here ebia mechanics. Artisans, masons, nyina betumi form cooperatives. Pasa nom de ba cooperative council na mbo bia wo ho bia de be mom na nyina
two omanpanifo 24-hour economy owura gisitano say 24-hour economy no ebeye di obetimi bia de aboa cooperative organizations wo mem na nam won and I'm so my Jumadi ahodo atimi akoso a my Ghana mebruti tru betimi anya so mfaso se obi ebienuma na won so atimi bi anya bi aye owie ye no ode afutuo ma won nyina se won Jumadi mu no won hwe se aban mu a wode ba no enkoye kwa na emom no nam so e ma mfaso kese pa ebeba
bebia wo farm gate no sebe wo mo bo no e compete with the whole world if you farm gate e ba bebia ye beton no ma no na ayasam because your inefficiencies here. Embwa. Oshe post harvest losses say yam say e betum sabi e dua yam okweni bebre edu embe obe harvest na wa ton na be 70% eco from processor of the ton because sabi cold chain system in from farm gate to a friend and the delivery to the market now dear. It's no POI ha. It's 24-hour economy ya tnase. Ya share sebi and Yoma Pia, I come from Nkrumah time to this time. I HSS say you sumi ye, na ye tintin Yoma na I say. They have my encouragement to farmers, they have my encouragement to supply chain actors, logistics actors now there. Sabi, who ye a vegetable, sir? Who do you have vegetables, sir? Adia sabi Emma and say, they say, Ubenya freezer, I know refrigeration. Well, Sanoma and Europe. We are in Nam now, there were inland lakes now there. Which in Namna? Say, what do baby? I say, in Namno, so one who are no person ton fresher. We have refrigeration. Sanoma in our supply chain logistics in our account. The last anchor, any human capital development. We are assessing. Yet to be here in your mass 70 in the year, view. Especially if I say Maframa, youth, Besafone, young men, Jumenio. It said, yeah, be Jumedia, I say, pigeon, in sense almost skills, especially new digital economy. What do computer, Bibiano, a pigeon, sa addition, ebe boano mo dia age, mo dia form age. Sisi I had to cut cooperative. One way I able to make your mind. No, obi abe kabum. One money, one more resources, small as they may be. Na emma one more attractive. We share banking Ghana this year. Credit I had in agriculture no. Endu 5%. Cost stroke kabe endu AP export. Endu 7%. Because banks almost so say one by loans are my farmers. Because we are the farm 2-3 acres. Almost. But who come on for cooperative arrangement now? Proper governance, proper accountability, proper training, proper extension. We will say banks will say, okay, so I'm going free.
Sadat, municipal chief executive, MO for Rikum, about to impose was Antimantemha. Also, at the Futu cooperative organizations, Nina say, and they are working on Wabuno. One shares of Mapa Pay, and then you could dear Etimia Bum. Would you make dear who do, and I'm so Obu and China, I am a colonel, so I'll be doing
general corporation on anniversary of 2025. Na here, I'm saying, a young man. Kagana Susu da fo omo kan mo hubom omo ye omo corporate social responsibility enyomo mo ye nyina ma community ni mu no ene adwuma for ye private to say ye aban o omo na so omo asene mo mutimi gina enti se pepepe ye susu amba adwuma mu na kabom ni etu ho ache anko ene adwuma begu enti se omuso ni ho a yesu ni ho enti sa nkabom ni ahoden a mo de support aban no ema adwuma mu se bibia ko wano the way she said still omun kosun ye the backbone of the other organizations other private or government organizations when you know any that so say aban obi ye bibi whether private and an individual be ye bibi na aban no esun mu a na is a man na honka and also was sue ne bre so every so nti 24-hour economy ba other government flagship programs are supporting unemployment rate in so 1 million codes or youth in agriculture or nkukon ketinketi wo to say ye fakwan bia so on say Ghana unemployment rate ne doso ye fakwan bia so abana ye ne hihye say kwan bia obefa so beti unemployment rate no beti so enti ye promote say youth no enforce no mo form ho hye abana adwumani because ye tran ye twen greener pastures ebeche enti
for the name Enemedin Oyerepa television.
Ebusia for Brenna so yes sorry. You be gina cooperative anyone come you so. Now ye the Ghana to say esi me sorry ma PC ladi at the health and lifestyle abetos me did the Kwesi do a Christ assume be income now.
Oyerepa TV, Oyerepa TV, the station that makes me feel so happy. Hey, Oyerepa TV, Oyerepa TV, the number Oyerepa TV, Oyerepa TV, the station that makes me feel so happy.
Monday in nomine Patrice et Filii et Spiritus Sancti. Eweja obane susun konkron di mumidin e di PSC ladi the health and lifestyle ebro anopay. Yebeko Tony Sack Electronics. Yebeko property electronics. Bronyei e di kwambe na afa so a o preserve aduane. Hweye na food poisoning e bi ancho. Yeka food poisoning yes we be the poison. Akogu aduane mu. Aduane no awano ahye fridge mo no. Se wanya good temperature bacteria ne de ebe fifiom ne fungi ne ade wudi ko yemu a ebetumi poison wo. Ye ne ye Dr. Rich Love Dr. Francisca Odoy and a Rich Love of so human be din komo na no pay. Koja pharmacy se weather no esesa na amapepo abo when you cold when you flu when you kata ba so romansro Koja Procol no the micronized powder na ye 3 minutes na wo say ye na dwuma se wanya ewa omunimu hyehyew omunimu ye wo ya ohunimu asisi ohu tutu wani prunsu a eye Koja Procol 3 minutes no nya symptomatic relief na hoto eba yesi ya yi sauki ahoto beba Koja Charcoal toothpaste nso ebo ama wo no ho ye den pa na aboa ama se no efita activator charcoal ne dia ye Koja regular fluoride toothpaste no so use no dada e box no ban efre anum ka eka ene kaka ho de bia na se no ayeden minerals wom enuane nro ewom Koja pili Koja F nso se o se no femfem wa use ebeboa wo 0531069945 0531069945 0531070020 0531070020 Doctor, good morning. Empom the same. If you are now osre. On pesa o cortisol because on pesa o stress because oh yeah. That's good. You want to pay a dinner could board the my
I no pay dear. Said ye nyina yenim no. Property electronics dear. And yenyo ma papa nkwana. Ye de brew ne mo apomode so ho hia ye pa na me pese me kai ahwefo ne etiefo na say property electronics se a chede promo no egusu dendendin a se one month ma obeba na nyoma na asa enti na che ya come back to default setting na che nyoma no price old prices no ya come back. Now the last time na me kasa say yeah pharmaceutical shops any hospital we use air condition because mo services mo no bebre am ton no temperature sensitive ni ade no na me kai will say a property floor standing air conditioners no yatete so kra imagine say obe property shop na say a floor standing air conditioning less than 10,000 unya no bebia ene me pese me buy mame mo ye cold store na mo sa ton any oma mo ye provision shop any oma mo tons yo ase me ye twa moja say a no ewia na sha se a boy pa enti se wo pe freezer papa a fast freezing, open fridge papa, a fast freezing either ways, a year Juman tentem into what the ones you go mas see because a fast freezing in tea. Say person you can old tone, here since you never block there be. Say see na you now we now the now what by for time because say we are be brain tea. Oh here freezer, it is a property chest freezer. Open your provision store, open display fridge ebema wonyoma yeninu ebeye de ebeye akono enye se fridge bi display fridge bi abehye wonyoma egum na enyoma ni gum aye hye atin fifre there bi property display fridges there entisa se si amehu se adaje ni ho obi anytime enti say obe sorry anopa you have to spend so many hours washing opese wo senior usi ukunu usi umanyoma close to 6 hours so the best nkofo we mu nyanyoma there be time is money time is money enti wo pe washing machine ebe save you so much time ebe si wo nyoma ebe free entwe enyam kanea and for lights na debi property there papa original enti entwe wo prepaid na ma lights nansa there be property nyoma ntesa property enche wanyinam kanea said ye ya na ebi musuro no enti se wo pe washing machine ebe yesa adwuma na ma kama onyoma ebe fi ebe wontem ensa nche wanyinam kanea dia ene na me kan for property washing machine amount na sesi ai die aye nuggets nyoma kakranketenkete bi na ya count na me ka ho asem na ene no me pese me address bibi medical kadada say afene ekonerie ya anisa enti se wo ho na se wonko se wo kwa akɔhye wani abomodin ase wo kwa wo ye waje se wo kwa hu eye doctor na wo eye doctor show afei nyoma obeka twa na se nyoma esese wo ye no obetu ho anamo na waye ne pepepe free say wapomode eho hia miye pa na ene no me pese me kan bibi ketua bi efa strabismus la me catch strabismus ana sa ye brofo kakra na ye chi kasem ye kasem hye me baby to bo ho obehu na ase nani ba ko nani ni mienu nyina anye straight etoda ewo ho na ase ba ko akohye baby timisha street timisha form timisha inside timisha outside obi so ho time bia wo hu say nani no da bia ye me hye me baby na me concern kese pa ye mofra no normally no se ekoba se abribia wo hu se oba no ana wunya ketwa no nani no me hye me baby ne evident hu na hu se yi abofra we die nani na ba ko no ehye baby evident constant time bia wo hu ene ye baako anampo se koba se obani di agora na osua de kakra bia anawo sa se wako school awapon awaba no na nani kosua no adani baako akoshem enti eno ye kasem ye se intermittent obani bra na kosua no akohwe baby but oye okay a osori anopa entisa misrel strabismus no ana squint no said ye bebre na anim no nyoma bebre na kofaba se me ka se ye ka ho asem sesi a ye the best 3 months na ye besua sa asem we bie na nyoma ne dooso ebi wo ho a ye dewo ebi wo ho a muscle imbalance ebi wo ho kwa nerve disorder ebi wo kwa systemic diseases bi ana genetic condition bi to me kofaba especially in Colomo Down syndrome a whole lot of nyoma bebre ene kofa me hwem baby ba na medical akadada say enino at the very early stages no se bakonya problema because say adweno de kania efi akola ni mofrase no ene ye adwuma ena a refine brain nti se bako eho techema adweno ignore sa eye no na e the good eye na ye adwuma sa enti se oma abofra ni nyini dru baby anase wo hu saa ne oma me ka ho asem hu se meba ni ye me hye me baby ana wo bas was squint na wo ka se wo de oswadodo me mana ye kakra nsa na me mama na ko hu doctor na me de na ko hospital a me sure wo be ha kola no because adwini be ignore bad eye no afi a bedroom time as a impokra eventually infant say bia ye be ne surgery na wie no afi na eni na ye me hye me baby no ahoɔden nim biem because one for now mantem early detection is very key in ocular diseases and our management enti ehun ntema na wa ye hu bibi ntem
yo aka 1 minute so soon aka 1 minute okay Richland
the doctor emza doctor fata mi na no there wasn't making nyina so the shame emza akwa kosuwa kakra meka ne se fofofu promo no eguso se beto ade yatewo so no ye se echewa de ewo property any tonisa kasuye bia across the country enti send your can yen chest freezers air conditioners floor standing gas cooker washing machines, side by side fridge, display fridge, adie bia we here electronics bia, ebe boa dada sitting bia about property electronics ubenya papa ya tete so ne san chewo adie ewo ho. Enti me pa cho me de your location any numbers ebe tuja. Ya wo Kumase SD Karam building no Oyerepa FM chi ha building ye chi ha no ma. Honum Tony Sack Electronics, and a new Melcom opposite honum old Pioneer building. The next building na also your property electronics your showroom me pa cho Mr. Wada. So do any mo honum ra efie ni inside uhunya hu property na ra inside a mountain maba wa ho bi okwa ebi bebre kra gina kwan na no a o mo hye property atare Mr. so nipa obe frɛ wo no sa ha property on hye property atare ampacho twam ana shop aberem no hu property no ma wa ampacho free honum if you say enkofo bi e de yedin e ton no mabone e man nkofo nti se wan hu de o hye property atare ya twam property amepacho twam eneko mepacho wo sunyane and also okoko board run about travel and turn opposite on my property electronics me ba your numbers as if I say wo share numbers wo screen so na betima fa nemom so open rapid response be friend numbers am di 024 0204 2924 0204 29 24 and I said 0244 11 92 36 0244 11 92 36 yeah 36 sorry me pa cho we the tell ya wo dealers across the country me fa be 3B and to ja obi on ma no ntumi maya so e ha no pese okọ no me pa cho ko be kwai near ADB bank na yesumo yesumo maami kunadu nso wo inche inside Matadi stores no okọ asopo maami kunadu oton home appliances sister Vivian Osankore na Reliance or Asante Mampon near auto booth no ai na anim so e wo mem opposite Roman Catholic no ntime ba cha ba amabubo bia no babia wo bia no property nyoma papa no ni nyina bi wo ho ubetumi akọ yadamase anope say property electronics any Tony Sack yes it papa
freko yada se rich love for suhima and Dr. Francisca Odoy and a Monday into film na yi no ma papa se bronya yi pay gidi obu adoma su no pay yes adoma krankran eye but obu o say de bia meka no so ho tinapa no open do 20 Ghana jara 4 into obekọ no bag o do buy na nyina ayema so ubedin ba amfani chiki na mfa so bia ama so ye ntono ma papa na gini woni hwe yi obusu ye wadwuma mu hede bia nkrofo ba se ya twom ye yi omusika ayira nai bronya ba idie wa hwe ya obefe odisika beba krom de abeche ya na wa ya hwe yi ewo ho last weekend no ye kasa afa kontomre ho yenya ye no ma ye wo no etoda anya de ne board ene hia etoda etisika ne board ne akoto ade de o ha obeba yes ewo ho sa etoda nso a de yenya be ye feature no nso ya na eboa ema yenya pomden kontomre ye ka hoden a ewo mu a menim se obagye adi say wa penfo dodo no awo ho a obu obekọ hospital ye se wa short moja oye wei emfa se oni mekọ akọpụtọ kontomre ni medi oba in few days wo se ni midwife say oh moja no abamu pa e chese kontomre eboa kontomre nutritional information ye ka se ka adaje boy vitamin A wom nu se vitamin A na no me ka se eboa ye ni afa eboa e maintain your skin elasticity Fred bibi wo skin we Fred collagen and ma skin ye firm ye skin nko a ma we de ne ye but internal organs so se collagen wo mu a ma ne ye firm ye na dwuma kama collagen no line no e wo gut wo alimentary canal digestive system tract no no se collagen no enye ye wa ye na rere na free ho a wo support holes about ye funu no emu stomach ulcer ka ho eni ne keka ho anti collagen no e for our health afenso your joints ya poso collagen no eboa pa ema poso no o cartilage ni ade nyina no eboa ma nam na wo ho no eye adwuma eye anti kontomre utadi a eboa pa kontomre die na ye folasan ewom eboa ema o ye penfo akwada no otimi form yi empo wo be fa furu wa plan se wo be wo a e wo se wo didi kontomre fi se eboa siesie awode ne siesie ne padua no ema bibia eye kama utadi kontomre wo funye kese ebi se roughage ni ayi wom on ye beka se ntete wom kontomre unya aduane na odi bo kontomre so a eboa pa ema o get o yemu no etimi ye na etimi etwe kama aha etimi etwe kama ene anuane no aye ya so bibia ho enti obi se o mi de mafuo yes Ghana ye nuane no se de nuane aya so ho pa na mo se ya so ho ebe mo aye funa ye kese nti wodidi apebibi ka ho abomu no noso atosode no noso kontomre eye cheap eboa pa ye nkora nketenkete no wode ma wo mo nso a instead of sad drinks no uye aduane na de kontomre bebre gumu a eboa ma akora ne ye prom ma adwene no develop kama se enkwada enyini a omuhia enuanura ma adwene develop saa so na wo ye panyin a unyini a uhia aduane nura bebo wa adwene no ho ban na and declining term na hawuntem Alzheimer's na dementia ne ekeka ho nyina no ya ye momodi enedi na ye koye mpanyin fie mu nso a etime aboa ye de besi ha no ye be change over na ya crossover Kwesi Parker Wilson baba be take over no de mo crossover a OBT agenda ina deserve de mo hye e no de ba na ne atie ne say happy birthday to Mrs. Kumi aka Sister Mansa Takwa Mrs. Kumi happy birthday to you Takwa Efri house band Mr. Emmanuel Kumi Western Regional Circles chairman Asante Koroko aha happy birthday Mrs. Kumi etafro Sister Mansa Takwa Efri kunu Mr. Emmanuel Kumi Western Regional Circles chairman Asante Kotoko Sanso and a happy birthday to Mami Sewa Germany if you are for happy birthday to Mami Sewa Germany if you are for Honomo Portia happy birthday to you baby girl Portia Efri Vivian Oyerepa TV happy birthday to you mo amudi mu birthday nyina Nyankopon enhiramo happy birthday to all of you let me just say happy birthday to you. Many thanks. Ya baraka ga jamalolo. Akwena mi akatata anyi Fiji ami wala don tipo siyezo te pa yapam. Senda tonde obrigado aloha mahalo. Asante sana Aisa Abuwarisi Openo Mochumi. Mungo de big up still for almi idrendem in the whole Ghana. Yada mwase. Encantadios. Adios.
Oyerepa breakfast time agenda bedin at the Kwesi Park Wilson. This morning, there's a lot to talk about this morning, and Yen Sembre, of course. And I don't pay a year Irina Toshiado, a former Tema West Member of Parliament, immediate past a year Common Fund Administrator now. She's in Ashanti region, and I had some 20-minute conversation with her on Ashanti region campaign. Yeah, Oba Baye with regards to Kennedy Japan campaign. Any in Sembia Yatitia fan ho as to whether say I'm sure by now you heard say there was allegation against there that or say at the Greater Accra and to Obama Dr. Baumia in 2024 was because one fact the running mate of Greater Accra region. Well, she's been responding to that and that'll pay, and also the concerns about common fund in Lancaster. Say not what the common fund so more this kind of man, but one first can call a year the various assemblies, she's been reacting to it. And pay I have a special interview with the former administrator for Common Fund. And many I said so what we didn't come on. Or the member of Parliament for Bantama constituency, and also the ranking of local government and immediate past rules minister. Share 2026 budget, share the rural sector analysis. He's making quite some interesting point. Parliament and pay. Right after now, Toshi, many assessors watch it in committee. And I'll pay there. Let's have this conversation now. And then Toshi, a brief one, about 20 minutes, and I'll pay on the show. If we are trying to have the bar, many assessors so a bit home come. Episode for Yami Adma 31st January, NPP delegate Barack Otuaba, a flag bearer for the party. Now, flag bearer no, wano and Obejina party name in 2028 elections. Now elections and assembly our home. And I pay many the former member of Parliament for Tema West constituency and also immediate past Common Fund administrator. Honorable Na Toshiado Ebedin Komo, because one of the, as you have seen many videos across the country or campaigning Ediama Honorable Kennedy or in Japan. Honorable Akwabanobe.
Medasi.
Now me washon pom tise.
Pomu ye pa.
We die ye wasante mem. Then I do Ashanti region.
Me ba Ashanti region say me be ye campaign. I'm a candidate Kennedy Ohine Japan. Said ye be ya 31st January. Ubidin kunim.
I see you now. Wo buy ye mean say what call a probo kakra campaign question. How's it going?
Ekuye pa. The love is deep. Say na form no. They actually know what they're doing. You cast the foot soldiers woman the crap party,
I see. A high Ashanti region, and normally the last election, Chairman won't to be supported by many. How confident are you? Say, campaign the love is different in Japan. Ashanti.
Well, the last election, me supported Dr. Baumia, so we were both in the same camp. Na me ba di amehuno, e mami who say Kennedy be winning, because even the last one, no, of your time a Kennedy be muna or be mu late. But for what he was able to pull, and from what I'm seeing now, the love is deep.
See, now, wait there, Mamim Bissau, what has been the message? I would my delegate wish you more about Kennedy in Japan.
Because almost say Kennedy and the bit me a power, and yeah, flag bearer and yepe president. Now, president dear, we had the work kudro. I will beat me. I stand the NDC for. Onuma womujinano, wonyina safata, minimuma ye juma. Nemum dia ukra akukudro aye here for 2028 party and a showdown boy. Yes. Kennedy akumpreko Japan.
Are they buying the message?
I think they are. Yeah. They see what I'm talking about, and I give them instances. I show them what he's done before. They see that he's a talking-a-do. He's not a talking. No. And yet, wayeda. He's represented them before. He's spoken on their behalf before. He's fought many battles. I mean, but for Kennedy, 2016, on one radio stations, he's really done a lot. And I think that he is the man who can wrestle power in this short time. So when you say, government be about 8 years, for you to even say in 4 years, it's almost impossible. So because of that, you need to change the formula that you've always taken. If you go by the same formula, they too go by the same formula, they would repeat and they'll do 8 years or more. But you change the formula, you change everything in it, and then you win.
I see. Me video be walk about the formula, 8 years of Jerry John Rawlings, 8 years of Akufado, and no senior 4 because Nyame in his wisdom, Emmanuel for sending back Ken Babetwaso. Some are arguing, says, some now kind. What you are seeking to say is that Ken Bakon obey 4 years, but when you are 8 years and more, so you don't want to only do 4 years, but your own interpretation.
Minia, the Hianesi Aje power, or Banas 4 no be you. Would you be there? Even that 4 years no be you know, said you be see a Sesa Ghana. Ninjuma abano Ghana for no be decided so on twaso and aman and twaso. The important message is 2028 we are winning. Dear Kano Sheradensa. With Kennedy or Hini Ajipon.
I see. But I mean the switch from Baumyas Campano na yanko for Wamakaka. And for you, I'm for Boko Edukaka say when I'm not say, oh, but not about 10 people into a government or so. Munko bisan the number of jobs that we creating at the day. What can be the MP lose election because common fancy canon. Sebi, now what is so? Now we lazy fancy.
Meanwhile, every day say we busa Mr. Asemi. Common fancy canon. Administrator and farm mount what na so. Common fancy canon if the baby and eba. If the Ministry of Finance and about young fam brewa untumi nko wia enti common fund no government and fam breme. I have to say this painfully. I've always been quiet about it because umpeso be good party anymasi. Now we said that baumia for na na edu ba bia se wo so kata. As a party, we didn't take the decentralization policy seriously at all.
Oh, really?
No, we didn't. Because if we did, this is a statutory provision. No minister has a right to say, I won't release it. So how can you sit down and several quarters, you release nothing to us? For the first time in the history of Ghana, at the time I was leaving office, Ministry of Finance owed us 5.4 billion. The biggest that has ever been owed to the fund is about 100 million.
But also 5.4 billion.
A whole year had not been released. And yet contractors and other people were being paid. Is it because they value them more than the MCs? Issues, baba. This is an issue that somebody can even take to court for constitutional interpretation on whether the Minister of Finance had the mandate to do that or not. We were starved. I fought, wrote letters, went to finance, went to see Vice President himself, especially so he was a candidate, to impress upon him that you are a candidate. If money is not going down, it will affect you. What did he do? Well, nothing came. Nothing came. Nothing came. Well, he told me that he's pushing, but in the pushing, it wasn't coming. So I don't know what to make of all of that. Yet contractors were being paid.
I see.
Other sectors were being paid. And those sectors were not statutory. But we were not being paid. And so it gets funny when I am being blamed. How?
Because you see, to the extent that former finance minister back Ken Koyeno, or Trocrat the bill will say, release the money to the people. How true is this?
There was an instance when some money was given to us, but that money was not approved by Parliament. You see, in my duty, whatever formula comes up, you have to take it to Parliament for approval.
Okay.
So if a particular clause is not approved by Parliament, if that clause is released, you can't pay.
It is me to was kind of buy, but a number of Parliament are approving it. When to me release?
No, meant me release. Parliament actually put an embargo on that particular one. It had to do with donors, Esika.
Yeah.
Now, usually, in donors, no, woman, Yanya Triabe 10%, no only 90% about. This time the donors were insisting, say, Yanya 50-50. And members of parliament, and it's no. And you know the Afako Ministry of Finance no money. In the first place, it was not part of Common Fund. It is not under the mandate of Common Fund. But we were trying to help. So we took that up. The committee decided no. They will not allow it. And with that, I couldn't release it. Once I made parliament, now the parliament cast no me. So later on, we went into some negotiations, and in the end, Yanya agreed to pay 20%, and Omutria 80%, and San Omomamia release. And so I mean, Anta, offer Akunya Waba Yenano. He didn't read through, didn't check anything, because Oba. No one will say, oh, yeah, true, Bibia. We a new finance minister. Wabe to me. The first thing is to call me to ask me, say, nah, your sister says, K. Wona, Edian Nebai. When Musam here, na technocrats natural letter, and not any signature to us here. I have messages from him apologizing. Oh, yes. Say he didn't read through, he should have consulted me. Because everybody asked him, why would you sign something without talking to me? Okay. Uber told me as administrator, you're supposed to be a member of parliament. The day I went to parliament for the proposal, you have signed present. It goes to show that then you were in the room. If you were in the room, you should have known that your colleagues said no. I see. Are you getting the funny thing? Of course. There's too much politics and all that around the job. And when people hate you, they try to bring too many things around what you're doing. The truth of the matter is, when I bring in a proposal to Parliament, it must be approved. When it is approved, I disburse it according to what Parliament has approved. There's been no day that Parliament has approved something that I have not dispersed. Sometimes the day I receive the money, if I receive it in the morning, that evening, I disperse.
I see. To say a boss of what you're blame we say
no.
Common family
no.
We should blame kind of right at the financial for
now. My main busa will be a S3. So busa will be say why na ye administrator ne why don't doing kanjero. Who busa say why na administrator before me why don't doing kanjero. Obi any administrators. It's because me a political figure. Because the question is this, and now you can say you release Sika NDC by who's taking the credit? It's the finance minister and the president, and they take credit. Which administrator is taking credit? No. So it is if the finance minister and the government are in it. It was the president Mahama who came to announce it first, and after that it's been Ato. It's been Ato. So when it suits MPP people, it's Ato. When it's bad, it's Natoshi. Why are you not talking about the administrator? You see, we are zombies. We just do what we are asked to do. But there's just a group of people who almost feel so young say Natoshi. Oh yes. Because that's before Krabby joining Ken no be here no can be because you see the common fund goes through a lot of processes. Mean sorry no my proposal about no. I meet with the deans of all the MMDCs to find out whether they have things they want me to put in. I meet with regional ministers because under the act they're key stakeholders. You meet with the minister for local government. You meet with the committee on local government, which is usually 10 from NDC, 10 from MPP. But if we have more numbers, then we have more than they do. So you meet with all these people, all these stakeholders, and they all decide how the formula should be written. When you finish meeting with them, what you have is a draft. After that, you go to the economic management team, which is chaired by Dr. Baumia, and that is where the formula is written. Everything you've proposed goes there. There were ministers, about 8 or 10. Alan was there, Akutu was there, when Yan Baby Jan Bafo, when Minister of Finance, and any 2 deputies. Now, so it's a whole array. Then they look at what you've written. Buildings, 15%. There be 10, nafa 5 bar. School tables and chair, money 7. Where you say, so they literally write the formula for you. He decides which percentage you put where. And they literally write the formula for you. You weigh koha. Now first percentage ma MMDCs, it is their decision. How come their NDC why didn't Baumia bring it up? Say 80%. They didn't. Why am I being blamed for it? We say we have the men. Yeah. We say we are smart. Yeah. Why didn't we do that? As for me, I'm just a messenger. So this is what they wanted me to do. And I want to put on record. What I did is what has been done over the past for 30 years. Whatever NDC did this time is a new path. Okay. I guess having lost elections, they sat down to realize that the base is the most important. And so this is what they came up with. So after what Baumia's group will give to me, EMT, then I take that to Parliament for approval. And yes, I mean to me, because you see, government policy, and they will give you what government is saying. Now, me person what they can't say. Then they be a common fund. That's not the only good thing NDC has done. Okay. NDC has been able to keep the dollar at a certain amount. That's true. So why don't you blame Baumia? I thought the President Akufo-Addo said, "Yesikana ye hata timakofa Bawumia said won't fix it." Did he fix it? Why are you not blaming Finance Minister Bawumia and the governor? Because men cannot, in their chauvinistic spirits, cannot blame their own. When we were leaving government, it was 17. Whatever it is that NDC is doing, whether they are pumping money, they are not pumping money, we couldn't do it. They've done it. So you want to blame A, blame B. And I've just made the point categorically. I am just a tool.
But yes, Honorable Medasi, na just final question. I'm not here. Issues about blame game here. Yes, we are trouble. Let's say politics. MPP am you go back up. We na issue ne pa back na. Oh baby say Agita Accra Antwerp. Where you come from? Antwerp ma NPP because Sebi Omanfa Vice President in Fisa region. I've seen a statement by the chairman of the party. Agita Accra. Divine go home. How do you respond to this?
I want to put on record that I know nothing about that statement. In fact, GH1 Abeka say it's a forgery. They know nothing about it. I've not made any statement. I haven't said it, and I don't even believe it. No, I don't even believe it. Because apart from Greater Accra, Central Swanto, Western Anto, Ahafo Anto, Naobi Anto, they too, they didn't get running mate. So how does that statement become a valid one? The thing with running mate, and I want to say it categorically, I never discussed with Baumia Samepe running mate. Minko country will be as a running mate da. I may say, Abraham Mahama Fa Obano, other people started looking at people who they believe say will almost qualify. So they started lobbying and championing for me. And I was grateful, say, a month for profuse say, Mena to Shipome Sefata. But me neba umia and discuss it da. Sabe pacho, me debi.
On some promises of it.
Debi. Intermedia sansem na omokano, ninano, eyentro. And the two. Greater Accra to Antono. It's just like other regions. Western to we lost by over 1.8 million.
Even Ashanti region.
Anto. Inti Ukraina Mokra ya Mamo Vice no Manto. So how do I say Greater Accra? And I mean Obiti said divine because he's been close to me, I've been quiet. But I think he has failed in his duty as chairman of Greater Accra, because you swore an oath to protect Greater Accra. Greater Accra is not a wall or a cupboard, it's the people in it. And so people honor your bonia, una obe freno. Asemi bayi, one frame. No. secretary ne ne frame me so you say statement we nam say we secretary ne dey send me and I'm sure I don't know anything about it. Where is it coming from? Minimum here now I issue statement as a regional chairman.
That disappointed in himself.
Very, very disappointed. And I condemn the action. How can you do that? You are responsible for me. At least all the utterance pattern rule. Listen to both sides. Ask me something. And then even ask me that, can you get GH1 to make a statement so that I can issue it? Whatever it takes. We about me ken. But and at the end of the day, we must work for the MPP. Because the MPP no na government Ghana for home. And that should be the cardinal point. You should not say, because we are Team Baumia. I mean, why are you being so desperate? To me, several posts near Tro, Bakumpo, the senator, she say, Asantifon Tebrofo, and Yakokan Brofon away. I was in parliament with the likes of Napo, leader, Collins in team, now, Brofoniaka, Intianunsu free here. I mean, are they that desperate, say? Anything can come out. Na me ba e kra me kan me busa constituency for no say ya kra the tree pony ya kan. I mean, what do you want? It's so sad. The only thing I mean to say, Ken campaign na me no me ya de pa. I didn't even know that I had so much power and flair around myself until I saw what they were doing, and I realized that I must be doing something right. Me person me Dagana Fuase, Mida Santifona Sepa, Mebai, Oma Jimmy Atum. Even the way they wait for you, what they would do, they make you feel at home. And Mida Radias.
One of Medasi, Shakama Nimafeni delegate in Casa, and we've seen some comment from Bugi Nabo as well. So better address here. Say Baumia North or Nodna in Jabianka Nodin waiting for Nina and come on to Aba Emma Baumia as a Nodna. How do you respond to that concern about it?
And yeah, Bugripe, in the coming days, you will see a lot of videos. We have a lot of videos from members of parliament every north. Wow. One more call round. I can't for you greedy. I stand for you say. Now all the candidates are Ashantis. Now they should vote for their own. Now they.
Serious allegations. So one for you the number.
This coming week will be. Wow. The Americans say campaign. Who ton wa there. What I don't like is Abaya de Boino and one year. So why ye beer? Stop saying that Obidi or no man in Yebi. You want to win in the 5 northern regions, so you go by that Semontum Mamunia. And it's Obin so Kase Ken Efria, where ya Santinia no ya Kenya. Then why are you upset? It's the same thing Baumia for and away tribe where you say why they're not even allowing us to context on issues. Even if you want to ask delegates, say, look, do you think that being a Muslim was part of what made us lose? These are issues that must be addressed head on. We have over 72% of Christians, and this is the first time we are fielding a Muslim. And you can get NDC fielding 2 Christians. So these are things we should be able to look at. We are yes, why ethnic? We are yes, why we? But how can we continue like that? If it is a point that can let us lose, should we not look at it? What is here? More Tom Wedru, Musi or your Northna, Yan Tomano. That's okay. That's okay. I wouldn't say that a tribal. No. Me ton adia maminu hanum. Adia will fear Ade papa will fear So you can do that way. What I won't say is that obi free on the nipa or I wouldn't make negative statements like that. No, I believe that there's freedom of association, speech, religion, and all that. But I should be able to use attributes. Wukra. Some to because we were doctorate. Into why doctorate into onimade into tumano. And no more we use my doctor mode. Because make I say first time I hear campaign. Yes, you can cry in university crocoy. We dear why doctorate wa bing and no dear na mode. But we're also discriminating. What I say. So I think they should stop, sir. Yesu, wolf, jai. Jai. Ye campaign, womonya womodie. The minim no say 31st January, abaye betono, a MPP and the bedin kunim, and ye nipa da senibia. Ena dia, womodebe brain biano, menatoshi, me boaboso. Meye campaign pa whether omoto makenu womanto makenu meye campaign ma medie dia mibusa delegates ne se baby edro no ye hia ekukudroni obetimi astande the NDC this year ye koye yendru baby ablekuma elections hwebo a ebo hawa kumsen ene Lloyd who said 2028 enye nkola election yen kasa yebe say kuro no ani yebe kunipa dabi Ekufuado say we don't even know how to bring human beings back enti kundi ye nkunipa na emom yepada na ni edin a obetimi a standing pressure no I'm making sure say all we need na all the MPs no so de ebemu and sana yebe ye bibia yaye.
Honorable Medasi and now pay for the sake of time to the major na embrepom we basturi na fe yatwa enkomo no so. For that's Honorable Irene Toshi na immediate past common fund I administrator. Wa cheche mu kama as to why anasika number into your former DC or your former MC na wo blame no so wontimi blame no. We should go and ask the former finance minister at the current time release kanu amantem as at the time she was even leaving office no na common fund no ministry at about 5.4 billion Ghana cedis. Ebisa for bidin at the Kwesi Park Wilson and ADBC. Right, Ebisa for so that was the quick one with the former administrator Edema common fund. So as we heard here rightly, Wachech and Semu as to the allegations against her, she's been able to clarify some of them. Now, I don't pay. Ebusafo embapo me de hia ye pa enu nti no ehu be hia se be hwe mapom din ye Mankind Foundation Ghana omo de free cervical cancer screening and free medical consultation on health issues eba na omo ye ade we in collaboration with Zulika Hospital in Dubai. Send a bear and bar pomidin be yantino, omo yes and my way. Intiamia Duma. A year December 15, 2025 year December. A year next month, December 15. And our 15 December. It is Shannon so calendar no so. Prempa Assembly Hall, 9 a.m. sharp. Mankind Foundation. And the Zuleka Hospital Dubai no. Baba ye sa screening no e de am buying na. Almost some shop pomodin tombe free screening so the amount to check say obi pikoye we live an koye we malaria we yare bia e wo system mu e mba de almost sombo to say yes so your bomb ho ban iti omo ya de of course Kumasi Metropolitan Assembly came aso masene a omo collaborate as well na jumedi na nsi ho a ye 15th e Prempa Assembly Hall on the 16th of December no ye be wo Obuase na Obuasi event no bekoso ewo AGA Clubhouse wo ewo Obuasi but more than say friend number way 0591 020 839 number be 0591 020 839 and 0244 277 589 0244 277 589 but more than say we friend number so enough fe nche mo bia wo bia nom your health is priceless. This opportunity is free. Let's stand together for a healthier tomorrow. It's way free. When you get be a bra. Na free screening of cervical cancer dimbaninya tibra. Na yen checking in a mouth. I don't pay me comfort a person kids at their mouth. In Cranana will pay sugar punch. Sugar na. Ya no must say weak. If I sugar turns into an acid, omonum na mo titino omosini na weak. I don't pay. Who you see President Kate ebe bon kwa na yi pa na President Kate no eboa ewo unique fluoride bi wo ma ese no etimi strong eboa man kwa no timi ewe nam ne ade bon kasa mu ne ade na hye ne so ya wofo a ombe yusu na no pa ene anwumbre me kan kwa no be twom se no pa no twom se anwumbre as well. Now, professional kits, Ghana Dental Association, I recommend it. Say Japan, just say Bibia, Bombardier, say, or the Ebimanaba. From the free number, the person to free number here 0800 200 030. 0800 200 030. But when I first our number no na Bibia Bekoye Edema, we did the Kwesi Parker Wilson. And I pay we are going to have an interview with a member of parliament for Bantama constituency. Quite an extensive conversation on a year 2026 budget, you know, especially on the road sector. Then the cost was some interchange. A year Accra Express Highway. Then the cost and I pay my guest, the member of parliament for Bantama, Francis Asensubochi. We are still looking at the 2026 budget, you know. Over the last few days, Parliament ayedepa, the minority on the other hand, you know, Maya Quenya Nasa Magana Fatia says the 2026 budget now ends for the Biden a budget MYA and some misplaced priority and the day. The NDC on the other hand. Super Ghana 40 says, oh, budget in a quay. Now, last week I did the health sector, and the member of parliament for Bantama constituency, currently he's the ranking on the local government committee of parliament, but of course, he didn't even say he's the immediate past route minister here in the country now. Oko the constituency, which for many people, a bonabaso say, why, yeah, so if you constituency, I heard what the people said. Said for 20 hours since why you know on back to Abamano, back to parliament, you know, former road minister and pay you SMP about the local government and also the road sector. What the Accra Express Highway, you know? I'll ask him what he makes of it since he's a road minister. No, Bibisa, I will tell you so and I say be a winner and shut down Kuyisa, you focus on. The existing one, the one that goes through a year, just so can go way out to a year, and now say it is prudent. Sabine Bayade for Telapedia, my guest, the member of parliament for Bantama constituency here in Ashanti region. Honorable, Aquabampe. Now I shall be over here. I don't answer. Who not check? Who not check? Who watch a pa? Anyway, I'm Yamutimi, whom Yamuti. Now, constituency said, Bibiaboko constituency.
Bibiaboko. So we say Ghana Hano, Winnipeg is a developing country.
Right.
And you know, a brief beer or normal baby or as I say, a hotel in Puntu, a constituency. Now, I said the Winnie Bantama at the heart of Kumasi.
Right.
Even though a stretch it to outside of
Tumaskasa.
It's a peri-urban.
Yeah.
Into your challenges.
What challenges?
Oh, of course.
Bantama.
Infrastructure.
Okay.
Infrastructure and a major challenge over the years.
I see.
Until our car roads are said. So a few years back, now in your even drainage is so tough. Drainage is not a problem. Until back when the major issue was roads, drainage, and jobs.
Okay. And I said, too, what fix area? Roads and drainage in there. Say, one fixing in area. Oh, I see.
Say the other constituencies in massive system. Now, self infrastructure there. They pretty much are buying Sikania there.
Right.
And it's a buying no Niwa. A buyer a Nakuma, a war, Kumasi Niwa, Mokumasi Brain. So, road as my can.
Right.
But I know Parliament. Let me tell you before. Honorable Haruna Idris.
Yes, that's true.
About Kumasi. Now, buy no. Let me say, traffic no Kumasi. Nine more. So, Parliament go Kasana or the bed.
Yeah.
And see, we need to share. And I may catch and say, which is all can't once
rules are yeah.
Problem is your government. We say LPP, and this was Bamwa. Kumasu rules. To one.
and this wa bemwa Kumasi road no omuntu ho anamo.
All the major road interventions I work Kumasi MPP Abeso the last 25 years President Kufuor and started here NDC by Omano Tuaso Nekufuor by Obetuaso. It's because NDC won't try many and show Kumasi roads. I believe you are nearby. Na edwumano abe kese amaye.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Kumasi is a growing city. It's one of the fastest growing cities in West Africa. Intina Haruna it's a big city, but a lot of traffic.
Of course.
So later on, maybe when you talk about rules, we can.
And you be call, but now maybe say about Bantam Council. Since a whole boko idea any aka and no maka so we dey. We remember say and say the call a year budget mo and not pay. This is a position. We been here some when they are kakana kana also we na. Because what be there, we know I can testify. And many go for dim come on. We
are pushing. In fact, many of the rules no crowd they are my contracts.
Oh, okay.
They say I buy no and they say resource contractors. Many of the rules, even in other parts of the Kumasi metropolis.
Okay.
They are buying on say almost source. And as I know more in now. Number of parliament for Bantama constituency. We're not in another payment budget on some. Currently, as I mentioned, he is the ranking on local government. We're not in some and a member of the rules committee as well. Of course, and a member of the rules committee as well. Being the former minister responsible for roads. Honorable budget, as ranking on local government, you seem to have issues. NDC foresee just in fact, Ahmed Ibrahim. Or see, in the last 17 years, our parliament, budget we are in this of what kind, is the best budget in the 17 years of the assistance in parliament. Do you disagree? Yeah? Who disagree? Why do you disagree with some of the things? Or no, if you say a man here the best budget.
Right.
So what I say a ban we say, but almost almost can say Obama Ghana for any Jumaye. So what I say. Na budget the whole year. As all this share productive sectors of the economy. Now your priorities here, say the be create jobs. So far budget of my end there, me who the be man create jobs. Share see your nurses any teachers will fear in your farm. Most are buying this car. Nti omuntimi enye adwuma. Nti see make say Oma allocate this car in the budget $1.2 billion. Omo de koto plane. Planes is yobi dada. Cost service naba. It's in good condition.
Planes and mudi yene. Because the
presidential jet.
Omo helicopter and a long range and short range, Oma chemu say short range enia. Ni a request from the military. That's what they tell us. From the military. Exactly. Even if you say Oma requested for a year planes now. They say your mama won't because the manufacturing of these helicopters and two private jets are coming. Every 4 years.
Well, Sanaka can the end President Kufuor. So auto plane now. President Mahama at that time, now MP, is one of the foremost critics of that initiative.
Oh really?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
oh yeah. Criticizing our efforts to but the point I'm trying to say is that when it's about priorities,
right?
Between buying a plane and creating jobs for the people, which one would you want? And especially this particular government, or buy a brow campaign. So only a Juman or whatever,
24-hour economy,
24-hour
133.
And especially when Obaye, the main job creation policy of the then government, one district, one factory.
Okay.
At the time of Obaye, Mahama Baye, there were over 100 factories. Juma. Through government initiative and working with the private sector. Obaye what be true? Because a new one at the buy it. I never call about we say, meaning in Adrian. Bibia about that dano a year beer, don't be so much. No, but unfortunately, President Mahama, you have 4 years. In fact, now it's 3 years.
3 years. So we try 1 year crazy.
Yeah. And you know, enka oyobia odwene Ghana mpuntu ho a. Enka de oba e no, de a share dada no. Now the ho de aba ho de no attach. Every program be aban e bia no, it cannot be perfect. Especially one district, one factory. No. Afena ya share. And as a student of public program, when you say, oh yeah, national program, be a public program, be na, you review it,
of course,
periodically.
That's the public policy cycle.
Exactly. So the baby call, so you prefer the old no. You say the church.
Monitoring evaluation, right?
Now what's me actually? I didn't quit, you know. No, what
I see.
But to buy no, also be beer for within. To say 3 years.
3 years. I want to mean it's local government. Would you hear now? What situation? Because I saw you raising some concerns about that.
The local government issue I'm raising and say this whole idea of decentralization, local government, is to empower the people,
right,
so that they can make their own decision. I'm a development planner,
okay, and
I understand that in Ghana we practice what we call decentralized planning.
Right.
We don't practice national planning. It's our local government legal framework on our local government. The Constitution, the Local Government Act, the National Development Planning Commission Act. Ni the decision making for the people on the ground. I say this show no more take decision.
Right.
Local Government Act now. If it be utilization guidelines for the common fund.
Okay, common fund.
Common fund, 5% of the national cake.
Total budget.
Total budget.
Right.
No, not total budget. Total revenue.
Total revenue. Okay.
5%.
Okay.
Goes into the common fund. So district assembly,
right.
Now, you will be a utilization guidelines. They HHS scan. Now, local government, you need to say, we have to have a formula. The formula, no, a district assembly common fund administrator, no, on the debate parliament. Not parliament, they decide they approve
formula, no.
A formula, no. And Sana, a finance minister, any local government minister, a bear announce.
Okay.
Sana yenye.
Oh man,
and so mobile 2 budgets. 2 budgets ni na finance minister ne ba was more for 25% enye 24-hour economy, 10% enye education, 5% enye way. And it is wrong. Constitution, it breaches the constitution, it breaches the local government.
It's to force one fair need the parliament because the parliament also your own farm parliament for foreign to do it.
It in effect government parliament approve budget way without rejecting this provision of the way now. It just said we are breaching the constitution. We are undermining the local government act. And I remember when I was speaking in parliament, we can't ask Mr. Speaker, the constitution in the because we're a lawyer. When we say it's a serious setback on our governance.
I see.
Yeah. That is one, the legal violation. The other one too is that which I mentioned. Let me tell you, my constituency is in Kumasi, urban community. At the force of the central region, the constituency, make me say, is a rural. The needs and aspiration of the people in his constituency is totally different from the needs and aspiration of the people in my constituency. Which is same different aspiration for the people in the Damango, for the people in KJB and all that. And that is why the real philosophy of decentralization say the development is for and by the people. So let them decide on their own. So that the peculiar circumstances of the people no more solve one problem. And to know what's not crying as always say, for we could 24. Yeah, we'll be in here 24.
So more like to force an aid director assembly on what to do. Dictating on the maker, dictating to them on what to do.
Exactly. And it's unconstitutional and it's regressive.
It's for you being a ranking, then I'll be a fan. You've raised it.
I've raised it.
I say you take it further.
I'm expecting the leadership of Parliament to take it further so that we rectify it. Everybody that has heard me speak about this, be a friend himself. This is a very commendable way. So it's a serious matter. And I'm hoping that something will be done about it.
Because you are hoping some may be push the matter further. You are in Parliament. Who are available tools to you?
Whatever available tools available to us as members of the committee, we will invoke them.
I see.
Yeah,
I see. I'm on a book and very interesting matter and very controversial issue, because say if it is what it is, then it's a complete breach of the constitution. Because I remember the predecessor, you remember the road toll issue, when Mr. President at the time, Akufo-Addo, announced that they would say road toll, there were arguments say because it's a money matter, also about Parliament for approval, but I'm from Parliament. So what Atufosi is doing maybe might be a cast in the mode of what probably it is a serious breach of the constitution. But make a route there. Now I former roads minister. Aban so be a big push. In fact, we shared the budgetary allocation for the road sector now about 57 million. Big push in take about 30 billion of the 57 now. Say, Aban say it's a priority to them. For you, and the more madline or budget from somebody, is that what the people need?
Okay, so before you mentioned something about road toll.
Yeah, road toll, yes.
Now say Parliament.
Yeah, I remember the Speaker of Parliament at the time. It catches on Parliament. Yeah.
But because we did not cancel road tolls in Ghana.
Okay.
We zero rated it. Say this year, next year, G tolls.
Okay.
Zero rated policy. If we did not cancel.
You did not cancel road toll.
So we cancel there. It's a change of policy, a change of legal regime. We have to go to Parliament.
Okay.
They don't honorable Amakwata.
Oh.
As it stands, road toll, that's regulation law.
I
Because
see.
Jai said revise the collection process. They be digitalized. So they be easy.
So it was a suspension.
Suspension.
Not a cancellation.
Not a cancellation.
I see.
Exactly.
I see.
Now, this government, Mr. Mahama was president and Ghana for
right.
And he is determined to right his wrong.
Okay.
Determined to do better, which is fine. But I don't say we are also waste. So, to the extent that the taxpayer who will suffer. The record of Akufo-Addo in terms of road development in Ghana was such that it was unprecedented. No government has built more roads, no government has built more bridges, no government has built more interchanges, more than Akufo-Addo in the history of Ghana. 13,624 kilometers of road interventions.
Okay.
Before Akufo-Addo assumed office, between President Mahama and President Mills, just 4,636 kilometers. And President Mahama but unfortunately, he doesn't have the time. So what I say, he doesn't have the time. And you have to Obama already 4 years now, and now it's 3 years now. You work within your time period now, in such a way, say the Ghanaian people will benefit from the time that you are in office.
Okay.
So projects that we started, that we haven't completed now, they have abandoned those projects.
They've abandoned the project.
Yeah.
A bit said yeah.
To say Amika say, so I'm interchange. Right. It's been in limbo.
Of course.
No serious work has been done this year. But on mobile, now contractors was all year.
But let's go.
This year, Parliament approved 13 billion for the road sector.
Okay.
As we speak, I'm told say they've only spent about half of it. The rest of the money is sitting there. They are not spending. The reason why they are not spending, they are waiting to go through the processes of the new projects that they want to initiate. Quite a number of them, 63 projects are. Omriako PPA, say PPA are approval as single source. I mentioned that. I'll talk about that. But some projects are making. I feel necessary PPA more approval. Don't go through the process. Ever signing contract. Now, on must start here, Juma. Now, because there's a contract, the contractors can raise certificates so that they can pay them.
I see.
Now, because they can't pay them, they are keeping the money. Meanwhile, there are a lot of important projects. I complete it. One is Swami Interchange. No serious work has been done this year.
I see, because the idea was that Sikana home based from Interchange.
Sikana approval for I don't know use.
Okay.
So that's the point. So that is the point.
Right.
It's a self-centered arrangement. They have the money. And that's why they are hurriedly preparing these projects. Because Oman Shada and Transacronia feasibility studies, no proper due diligence. And they are packaging projects now. And they want to do every project, complete every project according to the road minister in 2 years.
Okay.
They say by the end of 2027.
Okay.
The whole idea is boy bibi tem I compare ku for the record no. But meanwhile there are road interventions there.
It's complete.
Takrade. Ekoje ebusia. Na yede takrade
PTC roundabout. Yeah, or interchange.
Right. Big project. Yeah. What will address the transportation challenges in Takrade. And as kind of the China for loan bina CBD loan for bina. No, China is a China loan. And and because of that exchange program, you know, about suspended the payment of money on that loan. In that contractors need to mean when I was the minister, and we were campaigning with the hopes and one arrangement that I had with the finance minister that said yes, let's have and for Scano and some to continue the project. The base to government of Ghana money to the project.
PTC interchange
and Nungwa interchange.
Okay.
And all other projects are now the foreign loan area because of the exchange meeting about phone suspended payments.
Okay.
Now all these projects are in limbo. They are bicycle Kushima. And
next year, like the budget, you know,
the projects need go. Budget, I don't know where Swami Interchange is measuring the budget.
There's nowhere Swami Interchange budget. Wow.
But this year, they haven't made any payment to
Swami Interchange project.
And that's why it is in limbo. And I've told you the reason why they are withholding the money.
Also, this exactly. In the name of John Mahama.
Exactly.
To compete with Akufo-Addo.
Exactly. That is the bottom line. 2 days ago, when my good friend was debating on the budget, he says, whatever the cases, Kumasi Accra Road, dualization highway, now President Akufo-Addo they are going to abandon it. And they are going to build this year. Expressway or Mokanwase. No, they are told President Mahama, the chairman of the Rules Committee in Parliament, Honorable Isaac James.
James say, abandon Kumasi the or is it currently? Yeah. Express highway. No?
Exactly.
No, they are to John Mahama Express Highway.
Oh yeah, he said that. You can ask for the video. Call it Mahama Highway.
Highway.
That's the whole idea behind this project they want to do.
But I'm saying, cutting down the travel cost. No?
What we are doing now will serve the same purpose. This idea of a highway from Accra to Kumasi was conceived by President Akufo.
Okay.
And there are several interventions to achieve that. First, so free circle, echo, Chimota.
One lane. Yeah, I remember.
And a baby Musa. And the president Kosako first no con offer in Cranback Masia. Now in Sawam Krum.
Yeah, but you go bypass.
Yeah, bypass.
Yeah, Coco bypass.
And then Coco bypass. I don't quite say driving, time by 2.5 hours at that time. So drastically. Now, Abra President go for free office Nanka, Professor Mills, any your President Mahama, a better Jumanisua. And by the time I go for Dubai, I can't go by a account and can you walk highway from Accra to Kumasi, give me the 2 hours.
And this ages no man was
not even a kilometer was added.
Because when himself, correct me if I am wrong, but when himself from Blue Skies for Junction, no, that is Isawam Junction, no, with the bus whom knows your my some double lane be a whole
President Gofo.
President Gofo,
yeah. President Gofo.
Out to Apeja Junction.
Yeah.
Out to Apeja Junction.
President Gofo. So, and you know, meaning anytime they take decisions out of emotions. Not necessarily national interest. Sir Kumase Accra Road Omoka Hwasemi. President Mahama Ba Kumase. Also, it will take 3 years. Ombe started early 2026. Noma late 2028 by the time he leaves office. Less than 3 years.
Yeah.
Later, and Honorable Abujabeka say, I feel no more high. Consultants normally
do feasibility studies.
A feasibility study of a road almost more ever cutting to 198 kilometers. And now would be feasibility study. It will take proper feasibility study will take like 6 months. Proper one. And so now we are proper design. That one also has its own timeline. Then we design then you cost it. Say it will cost.
The cost is amount of money.
All this way you. Which is what me who say that will be a project.
Most artistic impression be.
And they say AI.
Yeah, I think I'm sure to the AI.
Yeah, what is shame at the bedroom.
Yeah.
So any day.
And
but for the first time, mutim Babe can say, you be maybe in 3 years. I brought me yes, and you more win. And let's say it's out of emotions. They are speaking from the heart.
Right? Don't to mean yet. For you, I'm to mean yes.
3 years, no. Because even if you don't even know how much it will cost.
Okay.
Even though some of us estimate say it will be around about $1 billion. Close to the amount of person with the Koto aircraft. It's a lot of money. Now, assume we say we can cross what secure we are. The processes you have to go through to start such a big project. Procurement, selection of contractor, mobilization. With such a project of contractor having been selected, we'll have to bring some equipment from elsewhere.
In some way, maybe 2027 or baby number chassis.
Exactly.
It is 2026
unless they want to hurriedly do it. Now for problems about. So meanwhile, and I'm saying, say, if it's properly done, they can. This will not take less than 6 years to complete this project.
I see.
Now the road that they have abandoned, the existing. It is the. I've said it's the busiest road.
Yeah, of course.
As a planner, I use planning term. I say it's the most important trunk road in the country. A third of the Ghanaian population, over 10 million Ghanaians, use that road. And no man, Burkina near the
northern part of the country.
It's use that road. No, it's amazing. This 6 years now, what are they going to do with this road? Already, the road has deteriorated.
Yeah, I say.
Contract my 2 leading contractors to rehabilitate that road, to make it smooth and smooth for people to use it. We haven't resourced the contractors to do it because that's not where the attention is.
I see.
And my problem, one of my problems, is that when the minister first came, one of the things he said, and I've said this in Parliament, and the ruling government wanted to twist it and bring some tribal and religious connotations into that, which is quite unfortunate. The road minister went somewhere and says a big chunk of the investment in the road sector is concentrated in Greater Accra and Ashanti region.
Okay.
And as a result of that, he is coming to correct it.
Okay.
As if it is wrong for you to concentrate your road investment in the two biggest cities in the country. And I was saying, there are two key factors when it comes to road investment, deciding where to place your investment. One is the economic activity.
Exactly.
And the second is the population density.
True.
The population density in Accra is huge. And one of the interventions we have to do is to build interchanges. Otherwise, your city will collapse. There will be no movement. And the resultant effect on the economy, you all know that. So what I say, it's not by chance that when Nkrumah wanted to build the motorway, he did not build that motorway in Nkrofo. What they call Accra Tema. It is not by chance that when the Kufuor wanted to build the biggest interchange in West Africa, he did not build that interchange in Chebi. It's not about where you come from. It's about which one will support the economic development of the country. Because it was a research and an informal decision. And say what ministry who say of course if you build interchanger, the money involved is huge. Exactly. And it will look as if you say meanwhile, there are other important interventions. We are doing roads in agricultural areas. In the Roads and Highways Ministry, one agency is called the Federal Roads Department.
Yeah, the Federal Roads.
Their job is to improve the network in the agricultural roads, in the rural areas. Build the interchange because they don't need that. But they are working. They work every day.
I see. Mambisa expressway. I remember because okay, focus on. I give maybe some on someone now called Parliament. Maybe some question, but your own brother, Ashanti Regional Minister, Dr. Frank Amokoyeni, making point is there. And Ashanti MPs there. Now come on so a Kumasi highway project because a bus and memo. It's memo cassette here.
As minority, I stated that we are not against a highway from Accra to Kumasi.
Right.
And I have also told you, say, it was initiated and started by President Kufuor. The point we are saying is that already there's an ongoing one. All they have to do is to resource it to complete that. And it will serve the same purpose. And I've told you, say, the only reason why they want to do that. Exactly.
You are not against it.
I'm not against it.
But just say you misplaced priority for now.
Exactly.
Exactly.
There are other infrastructure.
I'll say
exactly.
I see.
For instance, when Honorable Aruna came and he was complaining about
the congestion in Kumasi.
Says we started Kokobing and Nwakwanta.
Okay.
Very busy road.
Kokobing and Nwakwanta. No.
Kofi Job was on it.
No,
yes.
Because I remember saying Kofi complain.
Kofi Job was on it when President Kufuor came to cut the sword. From that time to the time that Kufuor left office, Kofi Job, you can double check with them. We started procurement to also dualize Kumasi Mampong Road, Tafo.
Yeah, Tafo there.
I'm object to because any priority. So, entino says can all can. Extra money no they call walk. And can be rules we say.
I see.
It's about priorities. It's about value for money. It's about prudent management of the resources. And yes, Ghana cannot tell me. I was Abraham Fasobi.
This is a direct question because my finance minister now because Obopukwasi interchange and I'm some comment being made by the finance minister say, you as I mean, or call a buyer, but when I'm out down, say, secure buy for a fan call in some project. Sebi, I mean, say, and the beginning of the year, you had a month for complaining, and yeah, and when it's because secure more this on base our project, sebi. We require other things. Meaning, it's a mood I don't know, but I say, we require other things.
It's okay, dear, but now come out to be out to Obi and now, Cassa, me and I'm down because our transaction happening
before ministry. Okay.
Now, the Ofanko is a one project. It's a big project.
Right.
And again, it's the busiest road in the country. That session, it's about 20 something. It's the biggest, the busiest.
The busiest.
And you know, they are doing a lot of intervention. So, interchanges, underpasses, overpasses, you know, bridges. We go baby and railway bridge be a fast.
Okay.
So it's major project. The cost of that project now is $346 million. So, and I buy a G loan $200 million.
Okay, so about what's the cost there? 340 million.
46.
346 million. And I'm calling you 200 million.
200 million.
So there's a deficit. There's a deficit of 146 million. Okay, trust me with you.
And I used to sell $200 million dollars from Afia Broni. Yeah, used to project, but they are completely close to about 70%. The rest of the money should come from the 146, which was supposed to be from government of Ghana resources, GOG resource funds.
I see.
And you know, say honorable at Forsen at that time, cry yes and transaction. I mean, I was in the road setting at that time. I was minister for housing.
Yeah.
But honorable at Forsen was the ranking member
on the finance
for the finance committee. Honorable Abuja was the ranking member for roads. Yeah. They did the transaction. I wasn't in there. They know, and so they continue to tell lies so that Ghanaians will be mad. At the MPP say yakodisika way.
The 200 million am koji ya no. We ni na akokwan ni.
Ni na akokwan.
Wan fa ebi am fa baabi a.
Ni na akokwan ni. But aka
146 million.
I say the twice me ewie.
I don't be free the government of Ghana. And no can arrangement and no can agreement and all.
Exactly.
I see.
And so no okasa.
Because I've heard the minister say that.
Okasa. Even when they even got the president to say it, and I came out, it was very an unpleasant duty on my part to go and contradict the president. You know, I've worked under a president before, so I have a lot of respect.
Yeah.
So. No, I'm catch president. Brief man, wrong brief. My president becan and once a man still, finance minister is going around peddling that. It's not good.
It is a material years. 146 million. No, I was a bank open on the top project.
They've almost to be cramana.
And so much don't complete projects. No munja say. Because before this car,
your mom person because they know said you promises on the mind. Enti do mo ye nyina ne se mo tun futuro gu Ghana fo ni ene o ma ye say road enye ade obi betuma ko discount ho sa o say bi a wagimi.
I see. So I take you just a step back. The issue of some interchange, and of course Matis the finance minister make the point that more be corner na say na mo ho no, you were awarding contracts without recourse to any financial backing. Say second who dan say we award the contract dem am for sa into buy we review near the ade we block binam e bi kra ye review no a man for ye chom Canada, but they were in the system again say yes and chom Canada ade we block na mo man mobilization fee na the man ko ye dwuma ni nyina no it no road sector no mo say Ghana sika without doing anything on that.
No Matisse or Casa or review be
exactly
na double payment.
Exactly.
It could be possible.
It could be possible.
I mean, yeah, so on the neck. I mean,
What's the point of double payment?
And I can say no any payment no finance no rules.
Okay.
And you know say double payment to her. The more no. They should be held responsible.
Okay.
I don't know on any can.
Okay.
But I agree say it's possible. Say I will do contracts beyond the budget. And
but no,
it's possible. It's possible.
Sometimes I already could be beyond the budget.
It's possible.
Yeah, you cut a quote according to our size.
The thing about road construction is when you do the road construction, it enhances productivity. It opens up the economy. So it's not a bad thing, sir.
Okay.
No. And during election year, not the pressure near there. Sometimes you do certain things to keep the country together. Sometimes demonstrations and all this and all that. That's what I say. So, I mean, I think we will get to a point that we will Abuja at a committee meeting. He told the committee that having been in the ministry for about a month or two, he now understand why you give a contract beyond budget. You give award contracts beyond budget because the pressures coming from prominent people in the country. Until these are some of the things, and yet deliberately say, oh yeah. But ultimately, no, it's not bad because you roll it to the following year. Okay. Exactly. Then it will be absorbed.
Mobilization fee amount for
and just on when I was minister, there was no mobilization fee. We didn't give any mobilization fee. In all the places that I work in. And to be honest, if you are officer baby na what this akomobia will be anymore. You know, you can advise, you can let us know. Then they will take action.
Medoba Kumasha, some say some interject you make the point that NDC4M prioritize it and until probably about 1 year in a some say Ashanti region, that's the backbone of the NPP. Some Mugen NPP when Asante Mahua. Like a swami in touch a quick without us having this conversation going in a can be that but quite runabout to Santa's runabout. So kind of so I really see the whole for quite some time now. Oh, Parks and Gardens. Parks and Gardens. Yes, it's that kind of. And that's what we really see among for you know no man for Kumasi for serious.
If I Kumasi serious
I can bear some interchange.
Now, Rose, I in Kumasan. In the last 25 years, MPP are buying
all the good rules are
all the rules in MPP are buying.
But I'm sure you people, what is amount for blaming MPP for say? You
see, yeah, now a bit more fee. Say, I for the time, no, and I covered by.
Okay.
Yeah, a bit more fee. The number of because we do maybe because now sorry into me.
Right.
A year a year. Yeah. A Juma crown.
There was a lockdown, total lockdown.
And my US economy say, and baby brandy a could just get free a bay rules no. Maybe a Santa's crown can a foreign funded. Foreign funded, so they pull the money. And now you just came to your contractors. The circumstances we found ourselves as a government. No government in the history of Africa has ever experienced that situation before. And say, you and I, you wouldn't know where we will be as a country at this stage. And the mass, I mean, interchange, you know. Initially, no, Sikane get the shame, no. Antimia Masoa.
Review completion dates, you know.
You re-engineer finance, you know. It we had serious challenges. And no, if you know who no makase an economy no bad, and you say, Yana,
I see. Do you abandon Kumasi?
No,
entirely.
Me see.
Can you tell Dubai interchange? They talk about market. They talk about it. It's I mean, I'm telling you what the people say.
Foreign funding.
Yeah.
It's kind of withdraws. It kind of. So what I say. It's people should understand. Me going by name me call me car. Me ana me call na me. Mo so ono be hu.
Oh sir.
Oh yeah.
Also no trouble NDC.
O man kasa. So mo man ko to aba no. They did not vote for NDC.
Okay.
NDC votes for President Mohammed Nyai. It's the same votes he got the last time.
Okay.
Enko for na anko to aba. Exactly. So man ko to aba na NPP. And there are genuine reasons why almost so it decided so man koto.
Right.
So I say, but then no one say, Senka, omo hwe no bi here, and maybe they will overlook sa reasons intia because ya na bi wa na bufuo ya tete no be pray bufuo bi no mu kasa nye ne ade but ultimately no they now understand say senka omo hwe no bi here and komu nyina be ka bum akoto aba
abande boom ejama NPP oro medasi so for you no ye bo no tofa no budget de enkoyi na o kan no
ankoyi said na me especially in the infrastructure you know, I'm buy build railway. But I don't see anything in the budget for railway. So the only thing I'm person be say I'm the person be sika be a question road construction, which is good.
Yeah.
But the idea behind it, no, is not to solve the road challenges. The idea behind it to make a name. It is poor planning, poor strategy, and ill intentions. And you know, am I mean the value for money? Exactly.
I see. It was for many the member of parliament for Bantima constituency and Edin Komonowa Sensoboche. Currently, he's the ranking on local government and the immediate past a road minister. For the Republic of Ghana under the MPP administration, we're looking at the road to you know. I'm sending messages on the show, making the point that MPP before abandon money at the adeno, or my crime, my teaching and this one at the adeno. Say we should not forget about COVID by you know, and the number be brilliant by to the extent that Sikana can say. A best solve problem no. I hear some in other projects you know. In Timiamba, you know, it is not their doing, but rather. As we say, the exigencies of a year COVID and a back sound when you Montias when I was on a catcher. Your co-elections, you don't know, just 5 minutes. Now you and pay. Moko talk about the 1st January. No, mention until one card, but who listen now didn't come. Ashanti region almost supported Dr. Magumiano. What I do in Koi, and I shall not do in too.
Yeah, I support no. I say, oh yeah, of course. For me. I think to be politically suicidal.
Okay.
For the MPP to change Dr. Bawumia in the coming election.
I think so.
Sure, elections are Ghana. I have never seen a presidential candidate about for the first time that's Obama. Exception of unless the person is on the seat already.
Yeah.
And President Rawlings.
Of course, President Rawlings, yeah.
President Kofo Baye, the first say, Edu wine buy, one call. Maybe say, can't for Edu wine in Amra. And for one reason, President Kofo Baye. President Kofo Baye, when to me winning. Name of one winning, the will see conducting, you know, President Kofo. Yeah. They will see Kasa, will see Brennan once, will be on him day, or what Tima. Until all Kasa check Ghana for no, Ghana for so, no more to Abama. Abra obey a president no contest okoye the first say you call the winning and the second one okoye only Professor Mills na okoye ni nyina obi ti Professor Mills and so NDC for omo hu say Professor Mills na Ghana for enim no omo turn na che Ghana for no omo ansesa no normally Professor Mills say buy on the third attempt no of winning obi a turn ladder no yensesa no.
Okay.
MPP, so we encountered the same situation. And Ekufuor did in the bar first.
The same. But no matter sound.
Say again.
And no matter sound.
And no matter sound.
The word has changed.
In Sasa.
And they say, oh, Gen Z. That's the name Gen Z.
Me, politics in Tino, Ghana Makobebia.
Right.
A lot of people vote because they know, say, we're not Martini Deeping. No only picture pain. Martini ne radio so ma chane pen ma rally amama hu ne pen name recognition face recognition enra meba kumase enra chi meba kumase me nam kwano so kofo be
Bawumia t-shirts
they turn it dada na Bawumia so no the way we see conducting no it is a president Kofo di na make am was
okay
obi enu so nimde na obunipa obrene ho ase ne kasa hote enti no obi kura wanto aba ama no in the last election, the way I are conducting with Tuabama.
I see.
And no thing I can say. And when here says I offer a new candidate as Abba. Now, yes, I have a tono, yes, I have a t-shirt, a mono, yes, I have a billboard, a mono. But me, I can't do billboard, you didn't know baby.
You didn't know baby.
And you know, this is son.
No, I'm saying, I mean, all Lucy Porton to bring somebody with me winning election among 2028.
And no, a political talk. Because Obi Omo cannot yen trial Mosa. Election and I won't say easy, sir. Oko, ye conte. Now, for fuck, I see Jamaica Cramo. I'm a crime, me conte me, 7 go for no. So, because me, business of Domba, Jamon, not just a kind of for trouble. There are a lot of people who are more a very remote part of the country. They are causing in a real Monte. Because so no matter about me.
But the argument is say more MPP delegates, more about me. But Ghana for no does number 2 Manama. Why that is the argument. It is a more fat Baumia as your Fabra. Fine, that's okay. But the people number 2 opinion
Pusa down quiet.
Yeah, it's true.
It debunks what you are saying.
True, right.
Was it Ghanaians? Almost per se. Out of a more contest. Ghanaians per Baumia. Sing all the others. That's what Musa Dankwa said. And you know, when who say other candidates be here say,
I'm happy with it.
I said the one who know when I was saying.
I see.
No,
so it's not true that
no.
Ghana for no epi at the can over Baumia.
Entisa.
The Bedasi and the Pemuno. Mama studio one is getting closer to your prime business. Now, was a commander Dawson, but say beginning and there. And then they focus on the budget, Of course, it's the Yaka budget, I'm for Atiasie was in the budget, and some of the new man and is for a year, say almost not for the good intention of the country. It's but that's it. Not pay now. We you have a quid, Shakama we more. Now, any MPP delegate Ghana for, of course, your constituent. It come in a minute or two.
Yo, said the minimum. Moama Kwa, Bantma 4, a sense of watch, Moama Mutumidi, Bantma sense of watch. A brave Bianuminia Konya, the army Damasi, said my Mama Konya, Namisum, or Mashabeja. A Jumano dear, be brain, it me. The Akachi, and so in a dorsal. Best says the Bugus were tie. Mechi na mbugus wata MPP echi se yebese nya akonya na yasa ba aban na me gidi se MPP ne wa aban mu a Ghana fa ne ntuma pefra MPP ne ba aban mu a ye hyehyɛ ya edi mpuntuo ene nkoso e ba Ghana President Kofo e free e National Health Insurance Scheme by na Kufuado e free SHS by yen so ne big infrastructure projects our Ghana ha edim puntu hospitals roads railways no na edim puntu odin koso e be Ghana the esre ni say abawe was yi yen so no kwan bia enso be fa so a yen so ye be criticize o mo constructively amon ma ban no akoso no ye but ultimately me gidi say MPP ne wo ho a edim puntu eni koso etimi ni onom MPP for the amafo be break and ni say me ken mum na ye prime minister ye koi enkoye akasa edidi atem betim no makao na de ehia ne say ye beto aba ma obi a Ghana fo ebe so ne mu na 2028 aba no obetimi aweni amaye me de ma me ankasa ma ye me research me ni amafo edi nkomo mpenefo nkura adwa agirifo driver for ubia mameti asese Dr. Baumia ana ya tone dada nti hu hia sese akofo ubufufuro aba fe na no soso no ye be sa ton no eno no emwoye timi gidi se yetimi tu sa na mo na ye de Dr. Baumia sa akwa ebeboa ama MPP a wene ama enuma bia ye ya ankoyi no ye betenetre no na ye nyuma pa de bia de ba emagana tumpo magana koso soso no yetimi de aba atoa so ema impuntu no koso abagana mo
parabo the bedasi another page for that's the more parliament for Bantama constituency honorable Asen Sobuachi former minister roads na ede the budget no komo waka nsem bebre and of course and that much na so the year gobodie no ebe trust within at the Kwesi Park Wilson that much na ebe siamba with another edition of OBT. I come have a good morning.